moment is a winning moment at Plain Ridge Park Casino. Hope is here. Call 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
An Instagram graphic. It's kind of wild. I don't know. How would that Jordan, Magic, and Bird team fare? Three of the biggest names of all time. We'll never get to know the essence of sports debate. I hope this program has given you the essence of sports debate this evening. I'm Sean Silver, Colin Kennedy. Thank you for your hard work. We're on to Grandy and Max, the Celtics and the 76ers next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. This is Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, floats it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jalen, right-hand dribble, into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three.
Moving and grooving. The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jalen forces it up over He tied it. He did it. Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done. And by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
Another primetime Sunday night rivalry game on NBC. This is what we live for. We're at TD Garden, Sunday night basketball, NBC, bright lights, big stage, Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Thanks for checking in for the big one. I'm Sean Grady. Cedric Maxwell, who knows, just a smidge about big Celtics-Sixer games, joins us shortly. In fact, he will be honored in this building tonight as a Celtics legend in this rivalry. Coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, the Game 60 edition. That's right, kids. Three-quarter mark coming up here Wednesday against Charlotte of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Celtics close the month of February with one of the greatest offensive games in NBA history. We will run through all of the ridiculous math, tell you about a surprise injury that popped up on the injury report, and no, Jason Tatum is not coming back for the NBC game tonight. He never was, but it was fun talk show stuff for a while. We'll break down this final meeting with the Sixers in the regular season, he said dramatically. 3 meetings in the first 12 games, a long, long time ago, all came down to the final possession. No Joel Embiid, no Paul George for the Sixers. But when they come back, and they should be back for the playoffs, are the Sixers a dangerous dark horse, especially as a team the Celtics could see in the first round? We'll take our trip around the NBA where this afternoon the Celtics' next opponent goes through an historic drought, and the teams behind them in the East both get big wins in the Big Apple. Controlled. And Bridges another steal. Mikal Bridges dishes. Sherman! My goodness! We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
A game is going to go a bunch of different ways. Here's what we have to get better regardless because, it's important, man. And the things that we have to get better at from the Brooklyn game apply to tonight's game.
But coming up next, we've been saying it for decades. You never know what's going to happen and what you're going to get to see when you get to the ballpark. For 3 games this year, the lottery-bound Brooklyn Nets played the Celtics tough, and they did again for 2.5 quarters Friday. Then it happened. And when the ambush was over and the dust settled, the Celtics had made all kinds of NBA history. We'll look back. Jaylen Brown moving to his right on the perimeter. Enters to Vucevic. Quick flip up and good. And tonight has been Nikola Vucevic's night. 22, 10, and 3 in 19 minutes.
And they've looked for him, and they found it on almost every one of these plays.
It's all coming up and more as we catch it out of the Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Sunday night basketball here at the Garden, top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting, helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities. Introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit clintonsavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Every day is a day we get better, so continuing to find him in his spots and allow him to feel more comfortable is big time for our team. I think today was a great step forward. You know, I like to see him aggressive. I think that's a good sign for us, especially when teams are trying to double or trying to take certain parts of the game away, and I thought he did a good job today.
Yeah, it was a step forward for Nikola Vucevic. It was a step forward for everybody that was wearing green on Friday night in an historic offensive rout of the Brooklyn Nets. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. I mean, NBC's been back for, 3 months now, 4 months in the NBA. There's already an extra buzz about these games. You could feel it. Second straight Sunday night, Celtics will be on NBC. Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, and Jamal Crawford in the building, and there's a buzz about it. Celtics-Lakers helps. Celtics-Sixers certainly helps. You won't have Joel Embiid tonight. We knew that. Paul George obviously remains out with a suspension. Baylor Shireman was added to the Celtics injury report yesterday with a fracture of his thumb, but he's going to play through it just like James Harden. We'll have a little bit more on that injury as we move along tonight, but Baylor Shireman is going to play, and he will stay in his regular spot in the starting lineup. Before we listen to the highlights of the night, then go through some of the outrageous numbers of a Celtic team that has had these great offensive nights throughout the course of the year, Max. Obviously, all this without Jason Tatum, and no, Jason Tatum is not playing tonight, and no, Jason Tatum was never going to be playing tonight, and no, it had nothing to do with NBC, even though everybody spent a week talking about it. I think it is imminent. I think we're getting close. I think next week when the Celtics play on national TV on Sunday afternoon at Cleveland, we will have already been talking about the debut of Jason Tatum, but we'll get to that too. You know, in the meantime, the Celtics having this amazing offensive year without him, and then 48 hours, Max, after having the second worst offensive game in the Joe Mazzulla era, they record the second best offensive game in NBA history.
Well, I think part of that had to do with the last game you talked about playing, the game in Denver. It was the getaway game. And for Jaylen Brown essentially been on the road almost 2 straight weeks. So for him to come to the All-Star game and then the long stretch, so I think they just ran out of gas in that game.
And the Celtics will be right back on the road when this one is over. The 2-hour later start doesn't do them any help tonight. Going into the back-to-back tomorrow night in Milwaukee, will the Celtics bring all their players? Who's going to play, who isn't? That's what puts extra import on this game, especially with the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers both winning games in New York City today, inching closer to the Celtic in the standings, putting some pressure on this one against the Sixers, who we haven't seen in an awful long time. But before we look ahead to the matchup, we look back to Friday night, which looked a little like the Denver game, and then it was close for 2.5 quarters. You did not know the bottom was about to fall out for one of those teams. It was the Celtics Wednesday night in Denver. Friday night, you want to talk about letting go of the rope. The Nets, by the time the night was over, couldn't see the rope from where they landed. Brooklyn in the road black jerseys. They win the tip. They drive against the Celtics wearing white. And the immediate scoop shot by Troy Orr, pounded into the ground by Keita. Celtics run the fast break. Shireman bounce pass lead to Hauser. And in the blink of a TD Garden eye, the Celtics score first.
Well, great defense here.
Hauser on the wing. Shireman pretty good look at a three. He's due, and he drills it.
Shot that ball like he knew it was going.
What's interesting is that Shireman was shooting a high percentage when he wasn't playing very much, which is hard to do. And now that he's playing a lot, his shooting percentage has actually gone down. He's not taking a lot of threes. Derek White, left-hand dribble, floats it right side. Shireman going to enter. They go right back to Vucevic. Spins on Clowney, runs it off the window and in. Scored and a foul. You want to find Vucevic? They're finding Vucevic, and he is earning friends quickly here at TD Garden.
Somebody told me today, it was my barber, and he was talking, did we get him just to stand outside and shoot jump shots? I said, no, they're missing him in the post.
Entry, Vucevic catches in deep, draws a double team, so he finds Ugo for the two-hand slam. And all right, Vucevic hot, you're going to double him. He's a great passer out of the double team. Jordy Fernandez knows it, and he grabs it on the timeout. Under out of bounds, Hauser. Hands to Peyton Pritchard. Boston by 4 midway through the second. Pritchard dribbling low, switches to the left hand. Pump fake at 12 feet, then a diagonal kick out. Jaylen Brown, pretty good look at a three. Got it.
He didn't like that one. And you watch how he released the basketball. When he shot it, he was still extending his arm like, go right, go right.
Claxton into the front court. And to Michael Porter. Trying to turn the corner on Hauser. Steps back into the paint, runs it up. Score on the foul.
Boy, he's made it tough for you. Time again, no answers. He gets towards the basket.
Celtics going right to left. We're in the home whites tonight. Their best record by far in these uniforms this year. Jaylen Brown, pretty good look at a three. Drills it as Derek White found them, piled up another assist. Celtics now suddenly have their largest lead here. It is a 12-3 run spanning halftime. Porter steps to his right, slows down, so he moves into the corner. Joman, bad pass back out, deflected by Jaylen Brown into the front court. He's going to catch up to it and get there first. Jaylen finds two trailers, and he goes to Keita. Keita and Shireman were both under the basket. And when two players beat your entire team down the floor, that's when you call a timeout, which Jordy Fernandez
Just say what?
Derek White, cross court. Peyton Pritchard has a deep three. It's open. He takes it and makes it.
That's a killer, because you play pretty good defense for a while. Then you just put Pritchard on the outside, and he knocks down the tray ball.
What do we say? Pritchard's not going to have 3 bad games in a row. Jaylen Brown moving to his right on the perimeter. Enters to Vucevic. Quick flip up and good. And tonight has been Nikola Vucevic's night. 22, 10, and 3 in 19 minutes.
And they've looked for him, and they found it on almost every one of these plays.
Jaylen Brown dribbles around Minot. Nobody at the paint. And Jaylen puts a little exclamation point on his dominant offensive third quarter with the right-hand slam. 104-93. I'm literally out of room on my third quarter scorecard because the Celtics have already scored 38 points. Celtics take the shot clock violation here and leave the history up in the air that they have made offensively tonight, shooting 67% from the floor, 22 of 34 from 3, and 48 hours after the Celtics' worst offensive game of the year, they record one of the best in franchise history. The clock hits triple zeros as the Celtics bludgeon the Brooklyn Nets. The final score, Boston 148, Brooklyn 111. As we kind of warned you, they adjust that number afterwards. A lot of people kind of ran with it being the #1 offensive game of all time, but they have to do math, and the NBA number is different from some of the other websites. When it was all said and done, the Celtics win over the Brooklyn Nets on Friday night was the #2 offensive game in NBA history. Only a LA Clipper game in 1998. The LA Clippers, coached by Bill Fitch, by the way, in 1998, beat Toronto because I wanted to do a deep dive on it. What cost the Celtics the #1 offensive game of all time is that thing they do at the end of the game, actually. They dribble out the clock and take the shot clock violation. And just because this is the kind of stuff I do at 3:30 in the morning, I looked up that game in 1998. The Clippers did not do that. And free throws by Stojko Vrankovic is what gave the Clippers the offensive record by him hitting those free throws in the final seconds of that game in 1998. I just wanted to say Stojko on the air.
Go figure that the Clippers would do something like that with Bill Fish being at the helm.
Yeah, run up the score against a Toronto team that had a bunch of new players that they had just acquired. D. Brown, Chauncey Billups, Roy Roger, all the guys that came over in the trade from Boston were on that Toronto team in March of 1998. One record the Celtics did set, all-time record for effective field goal percentage, second best true shooting percentage in NBA history. This is NBA history, by the way. This isn't this year or this week or this month. This is ever the best effective field goal percentage of all time, which is 81%. It essentially factors in how many points you get per shot. And when you consider that for all 8 years he has been here, Max, watch as I segue, the Celtics offense has, if not cratered, dropped off substantially when Jason Tatum has been off the floor. The Celtics right now are on pace for the fourth best offense in NBA history, and Jason Tatum, this week anyway, has not yet played a minute.
Well, it just really, and this is, I keep saying it over again, it's more about what Tatum hasn't, not about Tatum, but really Joe Mazzulla, what he's brought to the table with this team and how he insists that every single moment they're on the floor that they play with a madness, which is crazy.
Well, you know what? Every minute has been played with madness. The first 3 games with Philadelphia, way back early in the year, they all were played within the first 12 games of the season. And when we left Philadelphia on Veterans Day, the Celtics were 5-7, 2 games under 500. They had lost 2 out of 3 to the Sixers. That was the weekend. You may remember they split the 2 games in Orlando, lost the game by 2 points in Philadelphia. And since that night, the Celtics have the second best record in the NBA. Only Detroit has been better over this time period. It's amazing. We've gone 48 games without seeing the Sixers. And their season continued in terms of clutch time. Nobody has played more clutch minutes in the NBA than Philadelphia. Nobody has played more than Tyrese Maxey. Nobody has more clutch points in the NBA than Tyrese Maxey. So they're optimistic that if they can have a healthy Joel Embiid and they'll get Paul George back from the suspension right before the playoffs, that they're going to be okay. For the meantime, they've got to navigate nights like this when they won't have either.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, but we've seen Tyrese Maxey take over basketball games in the stretch, and I like what he brings to the table. He has an opportunity, and then you have the young man Edgecombe, who we both liked, running the floor, being aggressive. So I like the opportunities that could be there if you're the Boston Celtics.
Maxey gets 28 tonight. He'll score as many points as anybody against the Celtics this year. Right now, that's Cade Cunningham, then Michael Porter and Siakam. But Maxey obviously has only played the 3 games heading in tonight. He carries more of the offensive load when they do not have Joel Embiid, which brings us to Max's Player to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Celtics on the road towards Banner 19, and this year our friends at CSB are celebrating a banner year of their own, 175 years, and just getting started. Visit ClintonSavings.com, member FDIC, DIF.
Seems like it's the same number we talk about. Number 7, Brown has really been the leader of this team, rebounding, shooting the basketball, being a facilitator. Tonight, let's see what he has to do again. Maybe on the defensive end, maybe guarding a guy like Edgecombe.
And let's throw this in as far as going all out with Jaylen Brown tonight. I'm not going to tell you what Joe Mazzulla is going to do. I personally, just me, from my standpoint, I will be surprised if Jaylen Brown plays tomorrow night in Milwaukee. And if that is the case, you could have guys, if you're not going to play Jaylen or not going to play Derek White or not going to play Vucevic or play any of those guys tomorrow night, free reign to go all out tonight.
Oh, free reign to get out and play hard, do what you do. But we've seen the same Celtic team go out without players and win basketball games. So I wouldn't put anything by them to win tonight and then have a good opportunity tomorrow.
Milwaukee, we'll tell you what Milwaukee had another horrendous performance this afternoon. Max's Keys to the Game brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com.
You cannot turn the ball over because Tyrese Maxey is so quick. Edgecombe, another guy who can attack the rim. So eliminate your turnovers if you're the Boston Celtics.
Both those guys among the league leaders in steals. Philadelphia 6th in the NBA, averaging over 9 steals per game. Celtics commit the fewest turnovers. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight, a conversation with Joe Mazzulla about the offensive night the Celtics had on Friday, getting Vucevic acclimated, the clutch performance of Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers, and Joe Mazzulla on Mike Tirico, who is here tonight. Mike, our good friend, has had a busy few weeks, as you know. That is coming up. We'll take our trip around the NBA, including the earlier games today, with both the teams behind the Celtics, the Knicks and the Cavaliers winning their games in New York City today. The Milwaukee Bucks watching the Chicago Bulls go on a 27-0 run against them late in the game at the United Center on the front end of the back-to-back for them against the Celtics tomorrow night. We'll update you on all of it. But coming up next, Sean Silver's got Sports Hub headlines. It's all leading to the Celtics and the Sixers Sunday night basketball on NBC, and we have it for you here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on, and the snacks from Big Y Oh, yeah. Freshly made wings, platters, pizzas, and 30-inch super subs. Big Y makes the crowd go wild. Big Y, nicely done.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and with every assist this season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts will donate $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts Dental's Cares for Veterans program, providing crucial oral health care to veterans in need. They've served us, now it's time we serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
Hey, it's Felger here, and more snow means more ice dams that can tear up your gutters and leak into your walls. Stop that cycle with East Coast Metal Roofing. Call 844-611-ECMR or visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. Their premium metal shingles help shed snow faster and prevent ice dams. They even come with a lifetime transferable, non-prorated warranty. And right now, during their President's Day savings event, Sports Hub listeners receive 10% off the cost of a new roof. They also offer no payments and no interest for 1 full year with approved credit. Call 844-611-ECMR or again, visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. Your lifetime roofing solution.
Cars for Kids, the easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
Coleman.
It's electric.
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves the family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game night, all good. But when the power's still out, on night number 4, you're chucking Jenga blocks at each other, putting the kids up for adoption, and filing for divorce. Coleman Electric saves you from this misery with a whole house generator. It starts up automatically and runs on natural gas. Every outlet, circuit, and device in the entire house keeps running. It means seconds after the power goes out, everybody can keep doing what they were doing. And that's important, because the best way to keep a family together is to remain apart. Call Coleman Electric and schedule a free estimate for a whole house generator install. And stay lit 24/7. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric.
This is Boston's home for sports. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
College hoops today, 8th-ranked Purdue knocked off 82-74 by Ohio State. The Red Sox fell to the Orioles 8-7 in spring training action this afternoon. Wilson Contreras hit his second home run of the spring, also added a double, 3 driven in for the day. The Bruins 3-1 losers to the Flyers at TD Garden yesterday. They're back on the ice Tuesday. NHL news, Kings head coach Jim Hiller fired after 2 seasons at the helm in L.A. DJ Smith takes over there. Boston Fleet 3-2 winners over Ottawa yesterday in a shootout. U.S. women's national team beat Argentina 2-0 in the She Believes Cup. And the Revolution lost their second match of the 2026 season, 1-0 to the New York Red Bulls yesterday. I'm Sean Silver. Celtics and 76ers. Grandy and Max go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Grab your grocery list. It's time to save at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get Value Pack 80% lean fresh ground beef and Value Pack fresh signature select chicken tenders for only $3.49 a pound. Limit 2 when you use the digital coupon. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's fresh ground beef and chicken tenders on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics Sixers Sunday night basketball on NBC. TD Garden is packed. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard. Control.
And Bridges another steal. Mikal Bridges dishes. Sherman! My goodness!
Ryan Ruocco on ABC early this afternoon, that Sunday 1 o'clock ABC slot, which the Celtics will be in next Sunday at Cleveland. Nothing like one of those morning games, especially when you lose an hour of sleep the night before. The Knicks went on a 26-2 run after falling behind early. They put an end to the Spurs win streak and a really impressive win for New York. 114-89. They don't just beat the Spurs, they beat them up.
Well, I think that when you think about who the Spurs have been and that the Knicks were able to get a win, hey, beautiful thing.
More bad news on the out-of-town scoreboard because the Cavs stayed hot.
The Cavs have the basketball in a 66-64 lead. Harden looks for more, draws the foul, knocks it down.
James Harden and the Cavs going to Brooklyn. The Nets played much, much, much better than they did here on Friday night. This was a close game for a while, but Cavs pull away late. 22 for James Harden. And without Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland goes in and beats Brooklyn 106-102 at Barclays Center this afternoon. So the Celtics begin play now. 1 game ahead of New York. 2.5 games ahead of Cleveland. Celtics will be in Cleveland, as we said, next Sunday afternoon. And I was thinking about the Cavs today. They've been in the perfect situation because all the pressure, Detroit's in the spotlight. New York has the pressure of being New York. The Celtics have been the surprise team. Meanwhile, the Cavs are right there, creeping right behind Boston and New York, and nobody's talking about them at all.
It's been amazing to think about who they've been and how their seasons are gone, because for a while I'm looking around like, man, Cavs lost some games, and then next thing you look at, they won, 5 out of 6 or something. So yeah, they've been in the catbird seat.
And they lost a lot of games early at home, and people were off of them. And then they get James Harden, they start to get healthier, and good things happen. Tomorrow night, the Celtics will be in Milwaukee. The Bucks were up by 8 late in the third quarter at Chicago today, and then they weren't.
Here's Giddey looking for that 10th. Richards, what a catch! Had to cock it back on that deep roll from way behind. It's a triple-double for Giddey, and it's a slam for Richards.
If you're having a bad day, put on a Bulls television game and watch Adam Amin, Stacey King, because you'll feel better when it's over. Chicago, the 27-0 run, they beat Milwaukee. They snapped their losing streak, which has been going on for a while. They pound the Bucks 120-97. The Bucks are already back in Milwaukee after busing from Chicago. Celtics will be there, I don't know, about 7-8 hours from now.
Well, it's a crazy game. And who put this on the schedule and then made it an 8 o'clock game here? That's absolutely insane.
We'll see how the Celtics respond tomorrow. They got a game in front of them in the meantime. Memphis wins at Indiana 125-106. Atlanta's going to move ahead of Charlotte for the 9th spot in the Eastern Conference and push Milwaukee farther out of the play-in. They are up 20 on Portland going to the 4th quarter in Atlanta tonight. Detroit up by 8 at Orlando late 3rd quarter, 79-71. It's coming up next. Joe Mazzulla on the Celtics, the Sixers, and Mike Tirico as well. Then we've got the NBC Sunday night game coming your way on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Roofing? Mario's. Siding? Mario's. Windows? Mario's. Skylights. Just call Mario's.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston, owner of Mario's Quality Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Skylights. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate, 781-344-2420. Visit us at mariosroofing.com. Mario's Roofing, we won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
That same Louisiana spiced flavor y'all love about our chicken? Yeah, we dug out the crispy Alaskan flounder and butterfly shrimp, too. Love that seafood from Popeyes.
Joe Haggerty, Hockey Insider here. My whole life, I have not been what you'd call svelte. That's not exactly breaking news, and for years, if anyone asked how I'd felt, I'd say, I'm fine. And I believed it, but after just 1 week with Awaken 180, down 9.5 pounds, I feel really good. And what really hit me wasn't just the number. It was realizing how bad I'd actually started feeling and just gotten used to it. I'm sleeping better. I'm in a better mood. My focus and energy are through the roof compared to where they were. Truth is, I didn't even start Awaken 180 to feel better. I started because I've got kids. I want to keep active and coaching them in hockey. I want to be around years from now for them. I can't control everything in life, but I can control my health. So that's what I'm doing. If you've been telling yourself you're fine, maybe it's time to find out what better actually feels like. Do what I did and make that call to Awaken 180, 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. John Stewart Drain Cleaning with locations in Woburn and Norwood and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Stewart Drain Cleaning, on call since 1976. Visit johnstewart.com.
We get the job done. The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Our conversation with the coach brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. They make shopping, saving, and meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app or the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today. And now here's Sean Grandy with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
All right, Sean, thank you. Joe, every time there is a bad offensive night or shots don't fall, we talk about the difference between offensive efficiency, as us mortals get to digest it, and expected offensive efficiency, which you look at. So I have been dying to know the last 48 hours as you came one shot clock violation away from the most efficient offensive game in NBA history on Friday. Was the expected much different?
It was really good, which I think you're always looking at it. You know, you're always looking at the process of like, okay, even though that was obviously a great offensive performance tonight, was the process of that still good? And yes, but, you know, I think in games like last game, those 10, 15 possessions that we talk about are so important because you don't want to leave the arena thinking everything we did was good. And, you know, that's where the process of the 10 to 15 possessions matter. They matter when you lose games because it gives you a perspective of, like, here's what we could have done. And when you win, it gives you a perspective. And I think sticking to that process can help you get over a loss, but it could also help you move past what is, you know, perceived to be a great game. And I think that's important. And I thought we attacked that well and shoot around today, and we got a big challenge.
Yeah, I guess, in other words, the ideal team is one that reacts with that kind of open mind even when they win by 40.
Exactly, and that's where the process has to come into play of, you know, regardless of what just happened, look at these possessions. A game is going to go a bunch of different ways. Here's what we have to get better regardless because, you know, it's important. And the things that we have to get better at from the Brooklyn game apply to tonight's game, you know, and they're going to test some of the exact same stuff.
Sometimes I skip over things if we're running long or as we were on Friday. So one of the things we didn't get to, and I kind of wish I did, was I wanted to see where you were on getting Vooch acclimated, and I guess we got our answer on Friday.
I mean, I thought that was he looked really comfortable out there on both ends of the floor. And I think, you know, it's a credit to him. I mean, you know, when you have a vet come into a situation like we're in here, since day one, all he's cared about is getting it right, you know, and learning the system, learning the language, learning, you know, how we do things on both sides of the ball. And he takes such ownership and wanting to get better at those things where sometimes you just kind of have to let it go. And I thought last game it was a great balance, you know, and I've been really impressed with his defense. But last game was, you know, his best offensive game. He looked really comfortable, and it's on us, too, to make sure that he stays that way.
You got to ask an interesting question after the game Friday. I think we are numb to a lot of things. We just become accustomed to. You got asked about assists the other night, and it occurred to me, it's funny, we just don't think about it because that's the only stat we really have that we use casually to sort of measure ball movement. And it occurred to me as I'm walking home from the second greatest offensive performance in the history of the league that you as a team are 29th in the league in assists, and yet you have the fourth best offensive efficiency in the history of the game. So maybe assists aren't the best way to measure.
No, I didn't want to be. I wasn't trying to be mean, but it was an interesting perspective because everyone loops assist to ball movement, and you only need one pass to get an assist. But everyone thinks if you have multiple assists, like, oh, they were really moving the ball. It's like, no, you can't get an assist unless you make the shot. So it doesn't matter how many passes you make. It just takes one pass, shoot, that's an assist. And so it's a balance of, like, yes, you want to have ball movement, but you want to have passes to great shots. And so because if you get great looks, then most of those are going to go in. And so you want passes to great shots, not just passes for passes' sake. And it was an interesting way because he was like, I think the question was like, you know, yeah, so this assist, like, what do you credit all the ball movement to? And I was like, well, assists and ball movement aren't correlated.
And and you have potential assists too. Is something that you track.
Yeah.
All right, it's wild to think it has been 48 games in nearly 4 months since we've seen the Sixers. Let's start with this. I know how much you value clutch minutes, and no one has had more of them, more reps in those minutes than the Sixers, starting with all 3 games against you.
Yeah, no question. And if you take a look at all those 3 games, you know, it's playing with the lead. And, you know, when you're playing with the lead, it's the margins that come into play. Defending without fouling, live ball turnovers, offensive rebounds. And, you know, we gave up an offensive rebound to Oubre. We lost one of the games there. We gave up a heave to Grimes because we didn't get the 2-for-1, and that led them going in the fourth quarter with a different one. We had some live ball turnovers, you know, so they test those margins, and we have to be ready to execute on those.
They were also really good in the non-Embiid minutes in those games, and you got 48 of those tonight.
Yeah, exactly, and when that happens, it unlocks all the other guys, right? So you have, to me, I think Oubre is really an important player for them on both ends of the floor, what he does for their defense, but really timely offensive possessions, whether it's corner threes or some of his cuts to the rim. And, you know, Edgecombe got us in game 1. He's getting better. And you know, Bone is a guy that's been really good for them as well. And so it's the maxi minutes, but then it's also paying, you know, we got to know the, you know, the other guys because they can impact the game just as much.
All right, that's Joe. The lights are bright again. It's another Sunday night basketball game. You know, I think to some degree, but you certainly get to meet so many interesting people that you have either watched from afar or followed from afar. And I am biased because I've known him for decades, and I consider him a friend. But Mike Tirico is here tonight, and it seems a funny time. You know, I was texting him the other night. We were texting back and forth. He was listening to us do the game, where he was texting me during the game. And it's just a funny time to be around Mike because he literally was at, like, the center of the world for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's just a made man. And, you know, to me, I think when you think of him, you think of humility. You think of wanting to get the story right. And, you know, you think of a guy who, you know, takes on the responsibility. When you're doing the Olympics, it's a responsibility to tell the story, not make it about yourself or not make it about, you know, clickbait or anything like that. It's like, tell the story. And there's not a guy who doesn't take he takes it the most serious on just telling a story and getting it right and being in it for the right reasons. And, you know, I just left the room being with him, and it's an honor to be in a room with him and those guys.
Lost art, celebrating the game.
Yeah, no question. I think he's one of the best at it.
Celtics and Sixers next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Town Fair Tire is New England's largest volume discount tire dealer with over 100 locations. So we sell Michelin tires for the guaranteed lowest price. Like Michelin tires with all-season capabilities and maximum performance. Plus, Town Fair will give you more free services for life on your Michelin tires for longer tread life and reliable traction in both wet and dry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune into tonight's game on the Celtics Radio Network to hear this date in history, restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
One of the strengths, and there have been many, of the stunning Celtics season has been the ability to quickly put any setbacks behind them. For example, Wednesday in Denver, the worst offensive game of the season. Friday against Brooklyn, one of the best in the history of the game. Jaylen Brown dribbles around Minot, nobody at the paint. And Jaylen puts a little exclamation point on his dominant offensive third quarter with the right-hand slam. 104-93. I'm literally out of room on my third quarter scorecard because the Celtics have already scored 38 points. 3 meetings with the Sixers this year, all a long, long time ago. In fact, the last time the Celtics left Philadelphia, there were 2 games under 500 and had the league's second-best record since. Another primetime showdown, another rivalry Sunday. Celtics and Sixers next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, Nicely Done, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
The sweet sounds of NBA in the 90s. Round ball rocket. We are inside TD Garden where tonight NBC Sunday Night Basketball has the Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Max, still a little goosebump here when you hear those two things together?
Well, I understand who Philly is and all those years, but it seemed like most of those Sunday games we were playing were around about 12 o'clock going into Philly, and Grover Washington Jr. and Patty LaBelle will be doing the national anthem. It was unbelievable, the environment.
Starting lineups brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Andre Drummond, the veteran, will start at center for the injured Joel Embiid. Don Barlow very nearly caught on with the Celtics, played with them in the Summer League, has played well for Philadelphia. He'll be in the power forward spot with Kelly Oubre, been around a long time as the Celtics nemesis, and the VJ Max backcourt, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, who had a spectacular NBA debut in this building back in October. Starting for the Sixers, the Celtics tonight, including one player playing with a broken thumb, will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Baylor Sherman, Creighton University.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
Sam Hauser, University of Virginia.
Nemia Shkita, Utah State University.
This lineup has done wonders for the Celtics with Baylor Sherman in a collision with Igor Joman of the Nets on Friday night. Broke his left thumb. He's going to play through it.
Well, I mean, if you're a guy right now who has gotten into Joe Mazzulla's lineup, I don't care what you do. If you can tape it up and, not going to do any further damage, you're going to get out there and you're going to get ready to play.
Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, #1 selling pickup, #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Jason Giles of East Bridgewater of Boston, goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter. Jason wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. All 3 games decided by a total of 4 points between these two teams. Opening night, a 1-point loss for the Celtics. They got it back on Halloween night in Philadelphia. They lost by 2 on Veterans Day. We have not seen these two teams on the same floor since. A lot of buzz in the building as the Celtics have completely turned their season around since then. Second best record in the NBA since the last time the Sixers were on the other side. The Celtics will wear the alternate gold City Edition jerseys tonight. White uniform, gold numbers, black letters. They'll go left to right. Philly wearing the Derek Coleman, Allen Iverson black throwbacks with the red trim and the white letters and numbers. They go right to left. Opening tap, one back into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. VJ Edgecombe brings the Sixers into the front court, and away we go. It's going to be a fun one. Down the left side comes Kelly Oubre, pulls up on Derek White, and the lefty runner is up and good.
Oubre has always kind of played well against the Celtics, the left-handed, and he's a pretty good defender.
He's been in the league a long time, and today I'm watching his old nemesis, Kelly Olynyk, from that Washington series, and he's playing for San Antonio. Baylor Shireman playing with a broken thumb, guarded by Oubre. Moves to Derek White straight away. Cade is starting to set a screen, then peels away. Ball move back to Shireman. Crazy deep three. No good. That's thumb is on his shooting hand, by the way, the left hand. He misses the three. Tyrese Maxey having a marvelous MVP caliber year. Steps to his left, drills a three, and it's 5-0 Philly. Jaylen Brown almost bobbled the outlet pass. Has it now in the front court. Barlow puts that big body on him. Jaylen protecting it with the right-hand dribble. Picks it up, moves to the Keita, straight away up top. Drummond plays off him. Here's the handoff to Hauser. Drummond slaps the ball away. Hauser has to stumble to get it back. Shot clock is down to 4. Derek White sees it, takes the grenade, pulls up on Edgecombe, gets him up in the air, launches the three. No good, didn't get the contact. Shireman crashes, keeps the offensive rebound alive. Derek White lobs it to Keita, who slams it home with 2 hands, and man, that should have been and one.
Yeah, easy. Barlow hit him on the hand as he was trying to dunk this basketball.
That's a crazy missed call. 5-2 Philadelphia. VJ Edgecombe. What a debut here on opening night. Steps to his left, three over Shireman is good. Man, Sixers shooting it well here. At the start, it's 8-2.
Love to see this kid play, man. He reminds me of Andrew Chown.
Down the right side comes Jaylen Brown with the trailer. Keita, he's doubled in the paint, so he kicks to the wing for a Sam Hauser three.
This goes to show you how the game has changed. That was a layup opportunity for Keita. This time gives the basketball up immediately for a long jump shot.
We'll lose that Edgecombe. Walking with my son today, said, Dad, is Cooper Fly going to win Rookie of the Year? I'm like, I don't think so. Tyrese Maxey, nasty step back on Shireman, but he misses the highlight jumper, and Jaylen Brown deflects the rebound to himself. Cooper Flag has missed a lot of games, and your guy down in Charlotte, Don Knipple, breaking all kinds of records. Jaylen Brown pump fake on Barlow, moves it left wing to Derek White. Now Shireman escape dribble on the wing. He's open for three, but it comes up short. Rebound, Hauser deflects it right to Keita, who lays it in, and there is your and one.
This time maybe catch that basketball, but Sam Hauser kept the basketball alive again. Knocked it out of the 76ers' hand. Keita said, look what I found. This time gets hit on the arm. Count it, one.
So the Celtics do have their worst record. I just tweeted these numbers out if you're really into the high-level geek stuff. Their worst record is in these uniforms. Celtics have worn them 10 times. They are 4-6. The home whites have been the uniform this year, 18-5. Keita gets the three-point play, 6 straight for the Celtics, and we're tied at 8, 2.5 minutes in. Philadelphia's season has been up and down, but they've hung in there because of the year Maxey has had, keeping them consistent even with Embiid in and out of the lineup and the suspension now to Paul George.
Look at riding that right hand. I love that.
Shireman leaning on Maxey, steps to his left, launches one, tough one, swish. Tough assignment for Baylor Shireman. 10-8 Philadelphia. Sixers are 4-5 to begin the game. Derek White spins, drops it back to Keita. Waiting for Shireman on the handoff. Shireman runs over his guy. Maxey, no call either way. Handoff comes instead to Hauser. Steps to his left, misses the three. And the rebound for Don Barlow. Man, they are letting him play here early.
Man, looked like Tyrese Maxey almost tackled him.
Maxey picked up by Shireman again. Straight away, Maxey moves to the left side. Quick three from Edgecombe over Jaylen Brown. Rims out 2/3 of the way down. Rebound Sam Hauser.
I want to be a little bit closer on Edgecombe.
Derek White bounce past Jaylen Brown. Dribbles his way into the free throw line. Keeps it away from Edgecombe. Flips it up in contact. No good, but he got fouled. And Jaylen Brown's barking because that looked like one of those compromise calls. They were going to let it go if the shot went in.
Well, it was almost sideways when he shot the basketball. I think that's the thing about it. When you don't look like it's a foul, sometimes people aren't going to make that call. Brown up in Denver missed those first 4 free throws. And
no, he missed the first 4 Friday. And then, didn't miss another shot from anywhere the rest of the night. He bounces the first free throw in.
Brown has been unbelievable. This year he's had, I don't think anybody would have marked this down. But, boy, he is taking on to yet another level. That teacher that said, hey, I'll meet you in jail pretty soon when he was in high school.
Of all the things we've gotten to do and crossed over in the 25 years we've been together, hey, what a surprise. As soon as I was about to start to talk about it, NBC cuts to Jason Tatum on the bench as Jaylen Brown makes the free throws to tie the game at 10. To talk to Jaylen on the 5th anniversary of his teacher telling him that,
pretty crazy in Milwaukee in 2019. Oubre drive, and he is stripped of the ball. Derek White pulls it away. Here comes Shireman up the middle of the floor. Drop for the trailer. Jalen wants a deep three. Instead gives it back to Shireman. Straight away three. Rims out. Shireman's had 3 good looks, and he's missed them all.
I think I just have a problem shooting with my left hand, my thumb, bro.
It's almost like the Celtics are saying, we want to give you confidence, but I'm not sure that's the best shot. Maxey turns, tough shot, and Derek White, no good. Shireman the rebound. Maxey forced that. We're tied at 10, exactly 4 minutes in right now if you're syncing up. Shireman, stop and start, gets in deep on Barlow, then throws out to the wing for a Jalen Brown three that is short. Offensive rebound goes Tatum. Out jumps Drummond, but misses the putback. Way too hard off the glass. Thought it was going to be blocked. Edgecombe drives the length of the floor, scoops it up and in. He is a special kid.
Is. When he is coming and coming hard.
12-10, Philadelphia by 2. 4+ minutes in. I just have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be a first-round series. Hauser. Push pass back to Derek White. Right side three. Nope. Long rebound. Cata's got another one. Celtics dominating the offensive glass here early. And +4 overall. They swing it towards Hauser. Deflected away. Out of bounds. It's a kick ball, so the shot clock will go back to 14.
And you think about getting all these offensive rebounds, but who was the king of that? It was Drummond for a while. He was just a beast in this building.
The Celtics have been, Sixers were better against the Celtics early in the year when Drummond was on the floor. Not Embiid. Hauser is open. Three is no good. Oubre has the rebound away from Shireman. Celtics have missed some wide open threes here. They are 1 for 9. Couldn't miss the other night. Jump step in the paint. Edgecombe runs it up with the left hand. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back is no good as he goes down. Sixer bench started to complain, but they realized Edgecombe was out of control. 12-10. Philly by 2. Jalen switches to the left hand. Nasty crossover. Flies past Oubre. Throws it down with 2 hands, and he's got an NBC Sunday night highlight.
Oh, I got something for you Sunday. That's a Bible verse. Thou shalt not jump.
NBC. Game tied at 12. Maxey into the front court. Lost by Shireman. Maxey switches to the right hand, driving strong, scoops it over. Cata, no good. Offensive rebound thrown in by Barlow and the foul. Now, where do they call the foul? Did Barlow get fouled or did Maxey get fouled?
He got fouled, and I think it was on Barlow. Barlow's going to get +1 with that one.
When we return, 6:32 to go. Opening quarter at the Garden. Philadelphia 14, Boston 12 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, and tossed pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assist. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
Hey, it's Felger here for Cambridge Savings Bank, my official bank. Whether you're looking to grow your successful business or start a new venture, count on Cambridge Savings Bank for service and support at every step of your journey. Member FDIC.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. So you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig Wi-Fi for $50 a month with the 3-year price lock. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Well, nothing like a little bit of
stuff you don't know about.
Getting your bouquet of flowers. So it's on the latest Legend Night at the Garden. Max and the 81 team being honored. Sixers lead the Celtics here 14-12 midway through the first quarter. And this is the kind of thing, if that was planned, like for most of the season, well, you and I didn't find out about it until almost like an hour or two before the game here. And the first time out, they just ran the video that you, I guess, recorded the interview for before the season. And then, give it up, Eddie Palladino, give it up for Celtic legend Cedric Maxwell. And, you're waving to the crowd here. And would have been nice. I mean, you could have dressed different for the occasion. Or you're always dressed to... I don't know where the nines expression comes from. We're going to look that up.
I think the thing that I look at and it being here is just, how happy I am with the fans and the reminder. And Jason Tatum, he turns around and he's clapping and he's looking at me. I'm pointing to him because I can't wait for his day to come back like that. I hope that I'm around to see that. I saw him win the championship, and the thing I love when him and his mom got together and there's okay, what they gonna say? What they gonna say now?
Jason Tatum night, whenever it happens in 2029 or 2033 or whenever that day comes. 2035, who knows? 2038. Not only are we going to be reliving all these amazing nights that Jason Tatum has had, but one of the nights that will be featured prominently is the night that is coming up here, maybe in the next few days, when he gets the ovation he gets and gets back on the floor for the first time.
It'll be special.
All right, out of the timeout, 15-12, three-point play for Barlow. Jaylen Brown turns the corner, drives, gets to the rim, no good. The rebound comes right back to him as he was getting up, but he couldn't hang on to it, and the Sixers will get it.
Hugo does a great job of keeping the basketball alive. And him and Sharman coming from the outside, excellent job of understanding what it is just to keep the ball alive.
Celtics just 4 of 14 to begin the game after the NBA record for true shooting on Friday night. Maxey attacks the paint, throws it towards the rim, hoping for contact, no good, but an offensive rebound, old school, from Andre Drummond and the foul.
Drummond just gets inside out, gets that rebound. Celtics, we talked about before, not turn the ball over and not giving up second chance opportunities. Drummond has been one of the best that's come in this building at rebounding the ball in the offensive end.
How's he been at free throw shooting?
Question.
Not quite as good.
He's gotten
a lot
better. He's gotten better. Remember down in Philly in the last game we knocked down the three?
Yeah, he's at 62% this year, where you will certainly take. 18-12 is the overture to this one for the Sixers, and back-to-back three-point plays by Barlow and Drummond. Jaylen Brown drives baseline. He got poked in the eye. Remember, he wears those contacts. And we may have an issue there as he gets fouled. He's sort of squinting here.
I have to wonder about it when that happens. How the contacts stay in at that point when you get jostled like that in the eye.
Peyton Pritchard and Nikola Vucevic in the game for the first time. Pritchard finds Hauser coming off a screen. Great look at a right side three. No good. Those are the ones he usually makes. Sixers, though, deflect the ball out of bounds. Edgecombe says, my bad, because Drummond would have had that. And the Celtics will get it back. That essentially becomes another offensive rebound, which is 5 already for the Celtics.
When you miss the thing with Joel Embiid, Joel Embiid is an aircraft carrier. I mean, when he gets rebounds and scores, well, one of the toughest you've seen.
Jaylen Brown spins, slips in the paint, but he's able to throw back to Hauser. Left-hand dribble drive, kick to the corner, waiting. Vucevic, three, got it.
Wow.
How comfortable does he look right now?
Getting more comfortable every time you see him.
(18-15), Philly by 3. Maxey loses Hugo Gonzalez, steps to his left and gets the 3 right back.
Oh, star.
Maxey and the Sixers have 21 points in 7 minutes here, lead by 6. Pritchard dribbles into the paint, push pass out to the corner. Hugo Gonzalez, return to Pritchard, playing with Hauser, Brown, and Vucevic. Pritchard looking for an opening, steps to his left, he has one. It's a 3 in the air, comes up a little bit short, and Drummond has the rebound. Shovels ahead to Maxey. Again, the 3 games early in the year, Sixers were better with Drummond on the floor than they were with Embiid. Maxey uses the screen, attacks, floats with the left hand, does not get the bounce, but loose ball foul here, maybe on Drummond.
Yeah,
Yep.
Drummond just pushed him in the back. And that's the thing. Somebody else has to go in and rebound. If you have a big going in trying to block a shot, then you have to worry about Drummond on the backside trying to rebound that basketball on the offensive end.
So Hauser out. Jordan Walsh is the fourth Celtic off the bench. Peyton Pritchard. Bounce pass for Jaylen Brown. One dribble against Quentin Grimes. Pull over the right elbow. Jumper going to be too strong. Celtics crash again. Ugo kept it alive, but it's yanked away by Dembona, and Bona will get it ahead to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey switches to the left hand. Exposed the ball. Pritchard couldn't get it from him. Maxey has it back. Flip to the corner to Barlow. Barlow drives, spins in the paint, runs it up with the left hand. No good. Offensive rebound. Bona, the putback is good. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Great start here.
Some boys are hitting that glass.
Both teams are. And the Sixers have built an early 8-point lead. 4:06 remaining opening quarter. Philadelphia 23, Boston 15 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Start saving at Clinton Savings Bank when you open a Total Access checking account. Earn a high yield of 4.05 annual percentage yield when requirements are met. Guaranteed through May 31st. With on-the-go banking, you've got anytime access, mobile check deposits in a snap, and access to over 55,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Certain restrictions apply. Call 978-365-3700. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Grab your grocery list. It's time to save at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday. Get Value Pack 80% lean fresh ground beef and Value Pack fresh signature select chicken tenders for only $3.49 a pound. Limit 2 when you use the digital coupon. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's fresh ground beef and chicken tenders on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Celtics basketball, and the Celtics are down by 8 here, 23-15 with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Celtics basketball brought to you by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Everybody in the building just saw you leave the broadcast position to go say something to Jason Tatum. Any inside information you want to share?
No, the information I just told him. I said, pretty good for somebody you didn't know, right? Because when he first got here, he was like, oh, that's that guy right there. I see him doing around all the time.
Now,
but I did ask him, I said, can't wait to see you come back. You know what I felt, though? Kind of tapping him on the back. He's basketball ready. I mean, I didn't feel, I'm like, all I could feel was ribs.
What did he say when you said, can't wait to see you back?
He said, so I can't wait myself.
I don't think we're going to be waiting much longer. Jaylen Brown gets knocked down by Barlow. Pritchard drives the mid-block hand of Jordan Walsh underneath. Little pump fake, puts it off the window. No good. Offensive rebound. Vucevic crashes, but he didn't get the putback.
Celtics getting a lot of these putbacks, but can't complete them.
Maxey against Pritchard. Celtics just trying to turn the water off here and not fall behind by 10. Maxey gets into the paint, squares, throws it awkwardly with the right hand. No good. Rebound, getting a hand on it was Bona, and he gets fouled. Loose ball situation, and the Sixers have come to play tonight.
The thing you're seeing is both teams crashing on the glass. Bona is none but an energy guy. He's not going to hurt you right now creating his own shot. But energy-wise, he's going to be in and out. Now you have Keita coming back in the game because I think But that one, did he pick up a second foul down?
Yes, he did. Actually, the exact opposite of what happened on Friday night. Keita picked up the 2 early fouls. As a result, you had a night in which Vucevic, coming off the bench for the Celtics, had crazy plus-minus numbers, and Keita was just a +1 in that game. Near 40-point win. Entry deflected by Jordan Walsh into the crowd. Sixers down to 6 seconds to shoot.
That was a great situation because it looked like that time Pritchard was being posted up by Kelly Oubre.
Maxey takes the handoff.
Zoom.
Back from Barlow. Gets to the right side of the floor. Launches an off-balance 3. No good. On the rebound, Hugo Gonzalez. See, Maxey's shooting high volume, but they're not all great shots. Jaylen Brown gets in pretty deep. Got bumped by Maxey as he throws to the corner. Jordan Walsh ducks the shoulder. He attacks the paint. Puts it up with the left hand. Awkwardly no good. Keita kept the rebound alive, but Bona pulls it away. Celtics, once Bona's been in the game, they're not getting the offensive rebounds anymore. Maxey finds Bona diving into the baseline. Reversed it up and in. This is good stuff from Philadelphia here. They lead by 10.
Bona active. She's active on that side. This time going in a little quick layup.
13-3 is the run. Sixers up 25-15. Peyton Pritchard bounce pass in the pocket for Keita. 14 feet. A throw back out to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen switches to the right hand, spins on Barlow, runs it up with the right hand and banks it in. Boy, he got away with a couple of things there.
Well, he got away with just throwing that ball up and kissing it off the window that way.
25-17. Sixers by 8. 6 for Jaylen Brown. Oubre coming back door with Barlow. Steps by Ugo, and he missed the layup. Keita got a piece of that from behind.
Just missed the layup.
Jaylen Brown, offensive end, switches to the left hand, draws the Uzanas, handoff underneath. Keita misses the first shot, gets his own rebound, reverses it up and in. But they wipe it away, saying the foul took place, I think, before the shot.
You want to drive a guy crazy with an assist like that and you miss it? Larry Bird will go absolutely berserk. And Kevin was the worst because Kevin couldn't catch. Kevin had bad hands. But Keita is shooting free throws, though.
What did we say the other night about teams that should be farther ahead? The Celtics are 6 for 23 from the floor. 6 for 23.
And the ones you're talking about right now are a lot of layup opportunities that the Celtics are missing around the hall.
You're going against the VJ Max backcourt. Edgecombe and Maxey with 13 in the first quarter. Derek White and Baylor Shireman, who technically are the guards here, 0 for 5, have not scored. But Keita's free throws cut it to 6, 25-19. Philadelphia, 2:09 to go in the first. Celtics on the front end of a brutal back-to-back. Right back on the plane. Long flight tonight to Milwaukee. Grimes steps away from Pritchard, misses the 3. Long rebound. Pritchard's got it. Pritchard, Walsh, Keita, White, and Brown. 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Final 2 minutes, first quarter. Keeping an eye on substitution patterns here as Jaylen drives, gets into the paint, handoff Keita. Keita too far away from the basket, tries a jump hook, and it's no good because he was too far away from the basket. Gets the offensive rebound, going to bring it back out to Jaylen. 9 of the shot clock. Jaylen Brown dribbling low in a crowd of people. Switches to the left hand, bumps Grimes away, then throws out to an open Jordan Walsh, cranks up the 3, and it falls in.
Man, how was Jaylen dribbling like that? I mean, there was 4 or 5 hands in there. He was able to still knock it.
Celtics swarming the offensive glass. They're shooting 28%, but they only trail by 3. 25-22, and the effort bringing the fans into it. Bona driving in on Keita, muscles it up, no good, but he draws another foul. And Bona is doing his best Joel Embiid here, getting to the free throw line.
Well, just attacking around.
First on Keita. Vucevic already out of the game with 2. Jordan Walsh very quietly. That three-point number is creeping up, back over 40%.
At this point, is guards a factor? Somebody else you might want in this game? Thinking about rebound the basketball.
Bona gets the first free throw to bounce in. He's been really reliable. He's an extra big for them. They've used, Jabari Walker and Don Barlow and Drummond in support of Embiid, who has played 33 games this year, which is a little over half of the schedule. And he seems to have, in talking to Sixer people and some of the coaches, as Bona misses the second free throw and Jordan Walsh cradles the rebound, Celtics with the ball down by 4. Embiid is fine with being second banana. But they are just much, much better when he's on the floor. He's had a really good year, just isn't playing a lot. Keita and Derek White. Derek coming down the left side, pump fake, in traffic, puts it high off the window, and he uses the geometry to bank it in over Bona, and the Celtics are only down 2.
I don't like he might have got fouled and got his man up in there, hit him in the back of the head, but didn't make a call.
A 6 of 23 start for the Celtics, and they only trail by 2 with 46 seconds to go in the first.
I love this when he gets the ball. I love to go. Zoom.
Maxey, 3 of 10, 8 points. Gets the high screen from Bona. Dribbles to the left elbow, steps to his left. Jumper comes up short. The rebound for Jaylen Brown. Maxey is forcing it here without Embiid on the floor. 3 of 11. Jaylen Brown turns the corner on Bona, gets in deep, runs it up with the right hand, no good, but he's bumped and fouled. And Jaylen will get some free throws here with 27 seconds to go in the quarter.
Let's talk about being aggressive, making a play, knowing what was on the clock, 2-for-1 opportunity. All of a sudden, you're going under the wing of Bona, trying to lay that basketball up and get fouled all at once.
Well, this long night, late night here is over at the Garden.
Damn, I look like I weighed about
with 81
75.
Yeah, you're a little thinner.
Whoa.
And Jaylen Brown gets the first free throw. Second one, we're tied here. The 81 Eastern Conference Finals, arguably the greatest playoff series ever played. Is that, to get to the finals, Boston and Philadelphia were beating each other up every year, and Milwaukee was good too at that time.
Yeah, that was really something. But those the 2 teams you named, they were the ones that look each other during that year, just try to clock each other what they were doing.
80 conference finals to Philly, 81. The Celtics come from 3-1 down. 82, the one everyone forgets. Celtics were down 3-1, and again won in Philly in Game 6, but lost the 7th game, the Andrew Toney game.
Heed the bed.
All right, 4-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first quarter. Celtics have erased a 10-point deficit. We're tied at 26. Grimes moves it in the left corner. 3 from Barlow is good. He might have been on the line. He was. So it's a 2, 28-26. Celtics have 6 seconds. They got it in the right hands. Pritchard, cross half court. Pritchard, pump fake, steps through, tried to force it down low to Jordan Walsh. It is picked off at a 3/4 court shot. Ball short from Andre Drummond, and that'll do it for the first quarter. But the Celtics will take it. They shoot just 30% from the floor, but they only trail by 2 at the end of 1 at the Garden. Philadelphia 28, Boston 26 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest inventory of name brand tires at discount prices, including Michelin tires, which give you the perfect match. A relaxing driving experience from your vehicle, along with all-season design for superior performance that stands out from the crowd. And Town Fair stands out from other dealers with a guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires and gives you more free services for life than anywhere. Nobody beats a Town Fair tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune in to the Celtics Radio Network every home game to hear this date in history restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Ford F-150 first quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. Close to the 46 years in between gold medals for the Olympics. I was talking to Mike Tirico about that great appearance on SNL last night, where some of the men's and women's hockey team. Right, just Google it, check it out. It's worth your time. Celtics
trail the Sixers 28-26 as we go to the second quarter. We were talking about the 81, that 80, 81, 82 set, and then an 83. Obviously, when Milwaukee knocked you guys out, and the Sixers ended up winning the championship finally in 83. That Julius Erving team finally winning. By the way, you need to catch the Amazon documentary on the ABA. It's a 4-part documentary which just came out in the last couple of weeks, which is outstanding. Talk about a period piece.
Julius the Dr. Irving. The situation of who those players were and how good they were.
Yeah, we'll get to it, but as we move along tonight, there's just so much great stuff. And stuff, again, when you get the stuff I didn't know, I'm like, wow. 28-26, Celtics with the ball. We're wearing the gold edition, city edition jerseys tonight. Sixers are wearing the black throwbacks. This is back to commemorate the 25th anniversary of going to the finals. Derek White over the shoulder pass to Hauser. Left side three is good. He was due to knock one of those down.
Found his rhythm. You're going away from that guy.
Celtics have their first lead, 29-28. Brendan Watford gives it right back. The former LSU Tiger. Brooklyn Net scores off the window, getting in pretty deep. 30-29. Philly by 1. Cameron Payne, who's finally healthy, is out there with Quentin Grimes, Drummond, Watford, and B.J. Edgecombe for Philadelphia here to start the second quarter. Celtics with Pritchard, Walsh, White, Queta, and Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Dribbling low. Enters to Queta. Steps past Drummond. Reverses it up. No good, but Drummond smartly commits the foul.
Drummond hit him with that big body. Those legs and the hips. Booty chucked him out the way.
Now, the Sixers' next game will be against the Spurs, whose win streak ended at Madison Square Garden today. That'll be an NBC game on Tuesday night. And NBC doing the throwback. Bob Costas and Doug Collins are going to do that game on NBC.
Just love Doug Collins doing those games. Love Doug Collins as a coach. He's showing Tatum's hands right now. This is crazy.
It was counting the how many NBC Sunday night games. Compare the Taylor Swift cutaways to the Jason Tatum cutaways tonight. Edgecombe takes the handoff back from Drummond. Goes behind the Drummond screen. Hauser trying to fight through it. You're certainly not going to see through Drummond. Edgecombe, left-hand dribble. Steps to his left away from Hauser. 12-footer is no good. Rebound. Queta and Drummond battle. And Queta punches it in the air into the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Tie game here, early second quarter. Pritchard for Hauser. Now Derek White in the logo. Moves to his right, gets a hard screen from Hauser, ducks into Edgecombe, runs it off the window, no good, but he gets the foul on Edgecombe, and Derek White will shoot free throws.
Edgecombe didn't know where to go then. And Derek White went right into the body. He stood him up straight, and then right when he hit him with the body as he went in for the shot. Reggie Miller. Time I see him in the county uniform, I think about him possibly. There's another cutaway to Tatum. But every time I see Reggie, I always think about when he was possibly Celtics were thinking about getting to come out of retirement.
Yep.
And he's like, I always saw him. I like, we can bring 31 down. For you don't know it, that was the number that he wore, the number that he and I had in common. Although I should tell the story that when I first began playing, my first number I had was the number 30. So a couple of people come up with my rookie card and go, well, what is this? So ML card came to the Celtics.
What was can you release the terms of that deal?
Having a job working with you later on.
Well, that worked out.
ML turned out to be a general manager. Like, hey, just like, did you come back?
Derek White makes the free throws.
Oh, great.
And an entry almost stolen. It was stolen by Derek White. He threw it off Grimes. He was falling out of bounds.
Well, you said he actually hit the ground.
It did. So the Celtics, it works out. They stopped for a second. He hit Grimes in the face with it. It was lobbed down towards Grimes. White pulled it away, and he was going to land out of bounds. So he just threw the ball towards Grimes. Grimes turned, and it hit him in the face, which was not Derek White's intention. But Grimes, his foot was out of bounds when that happened.
Wherever you want to hit him.
I'm just saying, he did not intend to do it. 32-30. Boston by 2. White cross-court pass picked off clean by Drummond. Stepping in the passing lane. Grimes the lead for Edgecombe. He dribbled around Derek White, and Derek trying to reach, looking for a punch the ball away, commits a foul.
Well, he is so quick. Edgecombe, once he gets by you, and he gets that first step, man, he is zoomed. So I would love to see what him and Tyrese Maxey in some kind of sprinting contest. Would be amazing.
Entry deflected by Hauser, out of bounds. Sixers will keep it. That's off the fingertips of Cameron Payne, playing just his 6th game.
Remember Cameron Payne, one of the ugliest looking left-hand push shots I think I've seen. Bob Cousy would have loved that one.
Drummond, bounce entry stolen by Queta. Sixers playing a little fast and loose with it here. A couple of turnovers in this last sequence. Derek White, left-hand dribble to the elbow, bounce pass to the corner. Queta, 2-hand slam. Celtics have their largest lead up by 4. Tell you what, you don't have Embiid, then you take Maxey off the floor. And the Sixers are struggling here. Celtics have come from 10 points down to lead by 4, 34-30. Cameron Payne moves to the left corner. Watford dribbles around Derek White, runs it up and in with the right hand. Watford was decisive. He was going to go. Derek White, bounce pass, here comes Queta, rolling down the middle, switches to the right hand and scores. Queta, 12 points, 7 rebounds here in the first half.
And they're not even challenging Queta as he goes towards the rim.
36-32, Boston by 4. 9:06 to go in the first half. Cameron Payne, lanky. Hand off to Quentin Grimes, step back on Pritchard at 18 feet, no good. Rebound, Queta, his 8th. Boy, Friday was Vucevic's night. Tonight has been Queta's night, at least in the first half. 36-32.
He can roll again.
Derek White dribbles to the elbow, going to pull up this time on Edgecombe. Jumper rims out, offensive rebound. Queta got a hand on it, couldn't deflect it home, and Andre Drummond eventually comes up with it. Celtics +5 on the glass here. Vucevic, 2 early fouls, getting set to return. Cameron Payne, kick out Drummond. Dribbles his way in. Queta was going to let him shoot the 3, which he's been doing this year. Instead, he'll return it to Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. Grimes attacks Jordan Wall, throws to the corner. Drummond, he'll launch from there. It's in the air and good. What did I tell you?
He didn't shoot that shot. We saw him in Philadelphia knock it down.
His first NBA 3 he ever hit when he never shot them was here when he's playing for Detroit. But he shot 36% this year. That's NBA average. Obviously, his are going to be wide open, but we'll certainly take 36-35. Boston by 1. Exactly 8 minutes remaining in the first half right now if you're syncing up with NBC. Derek White lobs it to the right corner. Hauser steps away from Grimes. Attacks the paint, then throws out to the wing. White, extra pass to Jordan Walsh. Plenty of time to shoot a 3. It's open, no good. But Queta has another offensive rebound and a putback. And Queta conjuring up Russell Chamberlain Celtic Sixer vibes as a first half double-double midway through the second quarter.
Killing them out there.
38-35. Grimes slowed down by Peyton Pritchard. Hand off Edgecombe. Jordan Wall slides his feet. That allows Pritchard to come from the backside and strip Edgecombe. 3-on-2. Pritchard dropping the trailer. Queta again steps through 2 guys. Scoops it up and in.
Big fella hung in the air. He hung in the air. Quackity quack quack.
Put on a show with the country watching. To me is Queta. Timeout, Nick Nurse.
Whoa. I mean, he scooted, jumped between 2 defenders, coiled up, and then tossed the ball off the window. Look at that. Now, this is what you want. Jaylen Brown, well, hold on. Is that a smile?
That's what that is.
His face smile? Is that a smile?
We don't see Haley's comment tonight, but we just saw Jaylen Brown smile. 16-10 for Queta in a quarter and a half, and the Celtics have the lead. 7:20 to go in the first half. Boston 40, Philadelphia 35 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipe lining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com, because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not true. You know what you gotta do? You gotta go say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Forget the couch. Go to that thing. Play the game. See them in person. Talk to that stranger. Live a little. Small acts of rebellion that bring us together. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars.
877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, it's Felger here, and more snow means more ice dams that can tear up your gutters and leak into your walls. Stop that cycle with East Coast Metal Roofing. Call 844-611-ECMR or visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. Their premium metal shingles help shed snow faster and prevent ice dams. They even come with a lifetime transferable, non-prorated warranty. And right now, during their President's Day savings event, Sports Hub listeners receive 10% off the cost of a new roof. They also offer no payments and no interest for 1 full year with approved credit. Call 844-611-ECMR or again, visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. Your lifetime roofing solution.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 5, 40-35 with 7:20 to go in the first half. Just has that electric feel this night to it. And Neemias Queta just lighting up the Sixers here without Joel Embiid. Remember, he did really well when they had Joel Embiid on opening night. Celtics from down 10, now lead by 5. Sean Silver coming up at halftime. Scores from around the NBA today. Teams behind the Celtics in the standings. The Knicks and the Cavs both winning their games today in New York City. It's been buzzing in here since the national anthem, brought to you by Mass Mutual, planning and protection on and off the court. Queta lighting this building up. When you see Jaylen Brown smile, without Kristaps Porzingis here, we haven't seen Jaylen smile very much, but Queta's making him smile right now.
And that was full-fledged smile then. I mean, that was all the teeth. Somebody would say most of all the toothlesses.
Quick three by Maxey coming back in the game, no good. And guess who's got the rebound? Queta has 16 points and 11 rebounds, and we've got 7:08 to go in the first half. Celtics 25-15 start for Philadelphia. It's 25-10 Boston since. Celtics by 5 minutes into the second quarter. Derek White catches, spins on Watford, drives baseline, stumbles into Oubre, lobs it up, hoping for something good to happen. And it's deflected out of bounds. It looked like Hauser touched it last, but Natalie Sago's giving this ball to the Celtics. Kelly Oubre is arguing. Kelly Oubre has, I don't know if he did it to connect to the uniforms or not, but he sort of dyed his hair red. I don't mean red the way hair color is normally red, actually red. Pritchard bounce pass, Hauser on the baseline, and a lot of traffic. Watford, we time up for a jump ball. No, he just knocked it away out of bounds, but they've taken the Celtics down to 0.5 on the shot clock.
Brown coming back in this game. Time to catch and shoot.
And keeping an eye on the minutes now. 13 for Derek White. If Jaylen Brown plays the rest of the half, he'll play 19 minutes in the first half. And these are little clues about tomorrow night. Again, if it's me, I'm not bringing Derek White, Jaylen Brown, or Vucevic to Milwaukee. But we'll see. Derek White lobs it. It goes through the hands of Queta. Did he get fouled? No, it's 24-second violation after it hit his fingertips. It's the third turnover for the Celtics. No points yet for Philadelphia off Boston turnovers, which was a max key to the game at the start. So I said, you got to check out this ABA documentary. It's right out of your era. You're going to love it. Kelly Oubre, I was waiting to ask you about a certain player I've become fascinated with. Oubre spinning on Derek White, bumps him, baseline, step back, 12-footers, no good. Offensive rebound, knocked away from Bona by Pritchard, but the Sixers pounce on it. Watford swings to the right wing. Oubre is there. Returns it to Watford, handoff Maxey. That's the guy they want, but instead bounce past Watford, floats it up, trying to lob for Bona. Shireman reads it, jumps in the passing lane, and volleyballs it out of bounds, leaving the Sixers 5 to shoot.
Those are the little things that Shireman will do. He might not make all the shots, but here's just a quality play, just gets up high, just to knock the basketball away from what would have been a sure dunk.
Literally will not show up in the box score because that's not a block. He just blocked the pass out of bounds. Off the side of the bounce, stepping out, Maxey misses the fall-away jumper. Rebound, Jaylen Brown has it, saves it from going out of bounds. Maxey, meanwhile, is 3 for 13 now. Derek White into the front court. Celtics by 5, approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Right now, if you're syncing up, Derek White steps to his right, knocks down a 3 right now.
Well, he liked that shot into rhythm. Able to catch that ball and then elevate nicely.
28-10 Boston run. To go from down 10 to up 8. A lot of big runs in the NBA today, even by today's standards. Some crazy numbers. Oubre down the right side, bumps Jaylen Brown, floats it up in left hand, and Queta has the entire thing engulfed in his hand as he swats it out of bounds.
Here's one of the problems with that one. Queta could have actually just rebounded this ball here. but he was so intent blocking it.
16, 11, and 2 for Cater in a quarter and a half as he gets a huge ovation. He didn't just make Jaylen Brown smile, Max. He just made Joe Mazzulla smile as he comes out again.
And that, Paris Accords, peace talks, whatever it is.
This is like Santa Claus couldn't do this in one night. Maxey.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
they give him a bailout call, stepping through Derek White and Baylor Shireman, and let's see who they get that on. Either one of them, it's going to be their second foul. It's on Derek White.
He never really even had the basketball in his hand then.
And they're going to get free throws out. So anyway, I love the ABA. I've always been fascinated by it, and I thought I knew a lot about the ABA. I literally had never heard of Warren Jabali, who won a championship, got a lot of MVP votes. He was with Oakland, and the year they won the championship, when Rick Barry got hurt, they won the championship anyway.
I want you to tweet out the thing that you said about it.
It's in the documentary. It's not news that I'm breaking. That in talking to his former teammates, Warren Jabali did not necessarily enjoy the company of white people. And when you consider those that run the world these days, it's hard to blame him. Maxey misses the second free throw, so it's 43-36. Boston by 7. He was, so what? So you're not going to see him at Trader Joe's. He was still a heck of a player.
You want me to pass to you and talk to you? No.
Derek White back to Vucevic. Return pass deflected and stolen. Vucevic turns it over. Edgecombe bounce pass lead. Oubre catches up to it. Diagonals his way into the paint. Runs it up. That got blocked. I think Derek White may have got a piece of that. Jaylen Brown. Lead pass.
Oh, no.
Catch, scoop, and score in one motion.
What a move. What a catch. What a pass. What a delivery.
The Celtics have risen to the level the Sixers brought at the start of this game, and now they're cuffing them and pounding them all over the floor. Edgecombe steps into the paint and stops the run with a little fall away. 45-38. Boston by 7. Here's Jaylen Brown trying to split 2 men, and he gets fouled.
Will he get a shot with that, though? I'm not sure. He's trying to bring that ball. Ooh. They're generous today. And he's giving 2 free throws with this one.
Warren Jabali, 4-time All-Star and the Rookie of the Year in one of the other years in the ABA. Never played in the NBA.
I wonder why.
I mean...
that's funny. That is really funny. But during those times...
I'd like to see a documentary on him.
There was some very militant black people in the league who just did not believe in that way. And you think about people being militant, you think about, what happened in Mexico when you had the brothers giving the power sign.
1968.
There was a lot of stuff that happened during that time, during the 60s, that people really don't know about. I lived it, so I understand what that time was like.
And the ABA, as you'll see in the documentary, is Jaylen Brown gets the free throws here to extend the Boston lead to 9. 47-38 with 4:48 to go in the first half. It was a renegade league.
Yeah, outlaws.
And, they wanted whatever good players they could get. So, behavior, dress code, all the other stuff was, you guys do what you want.
The 3-ball.
Oubre, kick out Edgecombe, left side 3, got it.
Edgecombe, as soon as you think things are going your way, Edgecombe reminds you, man, just really how good he could be.
On the first half, that Maxey doesn't have it. He is 3 of 13. Edgecombe is 4 of 8. Jaylen Brown drives down the right side. He got pushed, he's saying, as he loses the basketball. Sixers the other way, down by 6, 47-41. Maxey turns the corner on Shireman, gets in deep, scoops it up, comes up short. He dove towards the basket trying to get a foul. Rebound Vucevic. Here's Derek White into the front court, switches to the right hand, attacks Barlow, gets in deep, flips it up short, but they call the foul. Vucevic had a putback, so Derek White instead will get free throws.
Shireman is playing him as well as I've seen anybody play him. And what I mean by that, he's getting over on that right hand. He's almost eliminating the opportunities that when you see him over and over again, what he's been doing, Tyrese Maxey taking towards the basket, he's eliminated because he's jumping over the right hand, making him use his left.
On a night they're celebrating you in 1981, there was a little bit of that spillover renegade feel to some of the players you were around that were here when you first got here in 1977.
Well, you think about some of those guys. Marvin Barnes was here. Nate Archibald.
Wicks and
Rowe. Even Ernie DiGregorio, who was, a very nice guy, but a lot of people didn't understand who Ernie was at that time.
And which is one of the great first things that Dave Gavitt did, is he got Ernie DiGregorio and Marvin Barnes to play together unbelievably well at Providence and brought that team, ACAC team, to the Final Four.
I did not think I could play in college basketball, because when I saw them, I was like, I was just astounded how good Marvin Barnes was and how good Ernie was. It was amazing.
Free throws good for Jaylen Brown. Nick Nurse will grab a timeout. We'll take it. 3:56 to go first half. Boston 49, Philadelphia 41 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new.
Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit clintonsavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
Celtics behind a dominant, ridiculous first half from Neemias Queta lead the Sixers 49-41. With 3:56 to go in the first half, Celtics already 11 assists with each one. Delta Dental donates $25 to the Tough School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Follow along at 98.5thesportshub.com/veterans. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5 the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 the Sports Hub.
Grandy and Max sold out, jam-packed TD Garden, just electric kind of feel. These are the big games. This is the kind of ones you want to be a part of here. National TV game. This has that extra feel to it. Celtics leading the Sixers 49-41 after trailing by 10 early in the game. Of course, may not have the same buzz when Celtics arrive at about 3:30 in the morning in Milwaukee for tomorrow night's back-to-back, which, by the way, not only did this game get moved from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., tomorrow's game, which is 900 miles away, will actually take place earlier than this one. It's a 6:30 local, 7:30 Eastern game tomorrow night. It's kind of crazy. Maxey steps to his left behind a Drummond screen, misses a three. He's had a really frustrating role here. 3 of 15 now is Maxey in the first half. Derek White. Shireman's been the primary defender. Bounce pass to the cutter. Ugo gets bumped. Loses the ball out of bounds. Ugo just hurls his body without any regard for it around the court.
But that's when you're young. You don't. Emmy Maysell said the way that don't give a damn.
Jaylen Brown's entry is deflected, but Vucevic jumps forward to grab it and moves it to Derek White. Shot clock at 9 for Derek straight away against Edgecombe. Left-hand dribble, left side of the floor. Pulls up at the elbow, Drummond in front of him. Derek White forces it into Vucevic. Bad pass deflected and stolen. Derek White commits his second turnover. Maxey goes the distance, misses the left-hand layup. Rebound tapped by Vucevic out to Shireman, trying to run with Jaylen Brown. Shireman, 2 long strides, keeps himself and scores. Good decision.
Great. He wanted to pass the ball, but
they were playing it.
Yeah, they just. Today is my day. They recognize me.
I was in grammar school in '81. I had a good day too. Now the Sixers dribble it out of bounds on the sideline. It's a great year in 1981. Kim Carnes, Betty Davis eyes.
The Celtics here have gone from down 10 to up 10, and they've done it in a little more than a quarter. Trailed 25-15, now lead 51-41. Crazy runs in the NBA today. 27-0 for Chicago against Milwaukee, 26-2 for New York against San Antonio, ending their win streak. Shireman, low left-hand dribble, exposed the ball, and Maxey rips it away. Maxey goes the distance.
Wow.
Shireman catches up to him and gets his fingertips out and knocks it away from Maxey out of bounds. Wow.
And when did he do it with which hand, though?
No, he did it. Yeah, he did it with his, I believe it was with his left hand.
Let's see.
Yep.
That's the one that's hurt.
That's the thumb is hurt, so he reached out with his fingertips and deflected it out of bounds.
Uh-oh. This might be a loose ball. I mean, this is a dead ball foul.
Yeah, if you're watching along on NBC, they're zooming in on that broken thumb. In an improbable season, a season that has been largely inexplicable. And with the dead ball foul, Maxey will get a free throw and they'll get the ball back. That ends the Celtics run, and the lead is cut to 9. Baylor Shireman becoming a reliable, do-everything Swiss Army knife starter has been towards the top of the list.
Is it him or is it Cater? I mean, because Cater's going to be forced into that position.
I've said this a lot in conversations. We'll finish this here if we get some free throws or something. Maxey under out of bounds in the corner. Edgecombe out for Oubre on the wing. Floats it for Maxey. Shireman couldn't get to the pass. Maxey has it. About 18 feet away. One dribble in on the baseline. Going to kick back out. Oubre 3. No good. Rebound Shireman. He defended Maxey, forced the pass, and got the rebound. Derek White. Lead for Jaylen Brown against Barlow again. Baseline extended. Jaylen switches to the left hand. Here's the kick out. Open. White 3. Got it.
And that was Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown rocked him to sleep then. The defenders went with him, and then all of a sudden, found White wide open.
The Jaylen Brown assist numbers are starting to pile up. He's got 4 in the first half again tonight. Edgecombe overruns his dribble. Celtics now lead this game by 12 after trailing by 10. Kelly Oubre. Hand off to Maxey. They're forcing it to him. Maxey draws the double team. Kick to the corner. Drummond this time a contested 3 is good over Cada. The best Sixer offense here in the second quarter has been Andre Drummond shooting threes. We got a technical.
With Tonti.
It's on Drummond.
With Tonti. Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't like that at all. I mean, that could have been the celebration thing. I don't know. That's just not.
He's got a smile on his face. We'll wait for the replay. Jaylen Brown hits the technical. Which Eddie Palladino, just doing some play-by-play down there, just said. All right, we're watching the replay here. Drummond hits the 3, which I'm not sure was a 3. He made the gun. Yeah, he made the gun. He lifted out his right arm, pointed the 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
That's
a technical.
That might be more than a technical. He might hear
It's
from
going
the
to be
league.
an expensive technical.
Yeah.
55-45. Celtics by 10 on the ball. Derek White steps to his left. Quick 3. Barlow didn't get out there. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. 7th offensive rebound for Cada in the first half. Remember, he had 10 offensive rebounds in the game earlier this year. Jaylen Brown. 5 on the shot clock. Switches to his left hand. Attack. Scoop. Scores.
Wow. That was nice. Delay a game on the Celtics here.
Yeah, it's a delay game warning as he knocked the ball out of bounds. A minute 16 to go in the half.
Well, Caleb was just trying to run back in, but Maxey was in front of him.
Tyrese Maxey for Edgecombe. Right wing, couple of dribbles for Barlow. They're forcing it to Maxey, even though the Celtics are all over him. Maxey doubled by Cada, and Jaylen Brown moves it to the middle. Barlow gathers and gets fouled.
Boy, they are doing such a job on Maxey. Maxey getting frustrated. That time got toward the baseline and just couldn't do anything else.
The Sixers had 25 points on the board about 8 minutes into this game, and they have scored 20 since. So we've got a minute to go in the first half.
It's funny how the game has changed because of Celtics defense.
Celtics still not shooting it well at all.
Not shooting it well, but when you think about Sharman, what Sharman has done so far, what a blessing.
And you would, if you're following along and you just look at box scores, all you're going to see is Shireman 1 for 4, 0 for 3 from 3, 2 points and 2 rebounds. Cada comes out so he does not pick up a 3rd foul before halftime. Vucevic will come back in, and you hope he does not foul in the final minute. Barlow gets the free throws. He's become a very reliable player for them. 57-47. Celtics by 10. Derek White walks the dog, now picks it up. Clock starts rolling. We enter the final minute of the first half. Out of the logo, Jaylen Brown sets a screen to free Derek White. Driving in on Barlow, floats it from the dotted line, no good. Offensive rebound, Pritchard can't do anything with it. Comes down to Drummond. 2 for 1 now for Philadelphia. Maxey into the front court, trying to get an attack on Shireman. Draws the contact, runs it up, and as he falls down, scoring on the foul for Maxey. He was due for one of those.
Sherman was just waiting. And all he did was full speed, went right into the body then. So what happens is he runs into, that's just not a good call to me.
I mean, what Shireman had to do there was just stop and force Maxey to commit a charge. Instead, it's a 3-point play. 5 points for Philadelphia here down the stretch. They've cut it to 7, 57-50. Now you've given Boston the 2 for 1. As Derek White picks it up and the clock starts rolling with 39 seconds to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown on the left wing. Switches to the right hand, dribbles between his legs, pull up on Barlow, tough 19-footer, swish.
Like
doing it all year.
That little step back jump shot, Reggie Miller must be in love over there going, whoa, I can do that.
15 for Jaylen Brown now on 7 shots. Differential is 7 seconds on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first half. Celtics leading 59-50. Tyrese Maxey, 13 points, but it's taken him 18 shots to get there. Moves it to the left corner. Edgecombe knew his 3 was off. Scramble for the rebound. Jaylen Brown cradles it. Celtics have 10 seconds. What a turnaround in this one. From down 10 to up 9 and the ball here with 5 seconds to go. Jaylen Brown spins on Edgecombe, gets to 12 feet. Baylor calls for it in the corner. His 3 is right down the middle to beat the buzzer.
What a perfect half Sherman played. Perfect half.
Jaylen Brown's 5th assist gives Baylor Shireman the 3 for the quarter, and the Celtics, who trailed by 10 late in the first quarter, a 12-point lead going to the locker room. Coming up, Sean Silver has scores from around the NBA, NHL, you name it, he's got it. Then back here at the Garden, the Celtics put on a heck of a show on Sunday Night Basketball last week across country in L.A., trying to do it to their Eastern rivals tonight. They lead the Sixers 62-50. It's halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Grab your grocery list. It's time to save at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get Value Pack 80% lean fresh ground beef and Value Pack fresh signature select chicken tenders for only $3.49 a pound. Limit 2 when you use the digital coupon. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's fresh ground beef and chicken tenders on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Nothing compares to catching your Boston Celtics live, and nobody knows that better than you, Celtics fans. It all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Boston Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Celtics tickets at Ticketmaster, even if you're headed to the game last minute. Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets, and there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Hand off Edgecombe. Jordan Wall slides his feet. That allows Pritchard to come from the backside and strip Edgecombe. 3-on-2. Pritchard drop for the trailer. Keita again steps through 2 guys. Scoops it up and in.
The big fella hung in the air. He hung in the air. Quackity quack quack.
Put on a show with the country watching. To me, is Keita.
Timeout, Nick Nurse.
Welcome into our Waltham studios. I'm Sean Silver with your Celtics halftime. The score, Boston Celtics 62, Philadelphia 76ers 50. And you just heard there, player taking care of business in the first half. Neemias Queta, double-double, and then some already at halftime. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks for the big guy. And yeah, he gets the honor. He's sponsored by Cambridge Savings Bank. Taking care of business starts with a great team. With CSB, you get a partner who puts you first, so you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Celtics and 76ers, a rich history. We get a Sunday night matchup that could have been Jason Tatum's return to the court. Not quite. Instead, we get a buzzing crowd, a good basketball game, and a night for the aforementioned Neemias Queta.
Hauser has to stumble to get it back. Shot clock is down to 4. Derek White sees it, takes the grenade, pulls up on Edgecombe, gets him up in the air, launches the 3. No good, didn't get the contact. Shireman crashes, keeps the offensive rebound alive. Derek White lobs it to Queta, who slams it home with 2 hands, and man, that should have been and one.
Yeah, easy. Barlow hit him on the hand as he was trying to dunk this basketball.
That's a crazy missed call.
Good start for Queta to the game, but Jaylen Brown, you know, he is never going to be far from the headlines for the Celtics with his contributions.
Sixer bench started to complain, but they realized Edgecombe was out of control. 12-10, Philly by 2. Jalen switches to the left hand. Nasty crossover. Flash past Oubre. Throws it down with 2 hands, and he's got an NBC Sunday night highlight.
Oh, I got something for you Sunday. That's a Bible verse. Thou shalt not jump.
Despite that early energy from the C's, they actually found themselves down 10 points in the first quarter. They shot 31% in the opening 12 minutes, but they crashed the glass, 7 offensive rebounds. In fact, at one point, down 10, they made a 13-3 run to end the frame, and it was just 28-26 Sixers through 12 minutes of play. Second quarter, Celtics continued their run. Jordan Walsh contributing out there, as well as the rookie.
Hauser has to stumble to get it back. Shot clock is down to 4. Derek White sees it, takes the grenade, pulls up on Edgecombe, gets him up in the air, launches the 3. No good, didn't get the contact. Shireman crashes, keeps the offensive rebound alive. Derek White lobs it to Queta, who slams it home with 2 hands, and man, that should have been and one.
Yeah, easy. Barlow hit him on the hand as he was trying to dunk this basketball.
That's a crazy missed call.
Oh, replayed the wrong one there. I was going to talk about Hugo Gonzalez because he had a great play as well. And Hugo Gonzalez with a great first half, certainly. Just the supporting cast overall doing the thing all season. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's been an all-star for this team. But Hugo Gonzalez, Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman out there playing with a broken thumb. All a part of the Celtics having a 12-point lead at the half, 62-50. Let's go inside the box score. Boston getting their shooting percentage up to 45% for the first half. They haven't been great from downtown, just 7 out of 19, 37%. That takes care of business, right? They have made 15 of 16 free throw attempts. The Sixers shooting at 39% for the game. 6 of 14 from downtown. That's a 43% clip. 8 of 10 at the charity stripe. So the Celtics definitely in favor at the line, more free throw attempts. They're out-rebounding them 30-16, 13-10 on the assist totals. The Celts have turned over the ball 6 times to Philadelphia's 4. Some individual performances that really stood out. We mentioned Neemias Queta with the big 16 points and 12 boards and 2 blocks. He is 6 of 9 from the field. He's made 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Jaylen Brown has 15 points in the first half, 4 of 7 from the field, 7 of 7 at the line. Very aggressive approach. 4 rebounds and 5 assists to boot. Derek White in double figures with 12, just 3 of 9. He's 2 of 5 from downtown, 4 of 4 at the line. He tosses in 4 assists. The Philadelphia 76ers paced by Tyrese Maxey with 13 points on just 4 of 18 shooting. VJ Edgecombe has 10 points for Philly, with our score 62-50. The Boston Celtics out ahead of the 76ers. I'm Sean Silver. we'll send it back to Grandy and Max for the call. Actually, I got your headlines coming up, and then we'll send it back to Grandy and Max for the call of the second half. Coming up on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Maz for Window Nation. I've done a lot of home projects. In fact, if you asked me to swap out a window, I could do it. But here's why you shouldn't and why I shouldn't either. Because Window Nation can give you a better window and a better installation than anyone else. They actually educated me on this process. Window Nation can swap out a single window in under 15 minutes, and the average home job for them takes 1 day. You start saving immediately on energy costs as much as 30 or 40%. And in March, the more you buy, the more you save. Up to 50% off all window styles. For a free consultation, visit windownation.com and do it today.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipe lining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. If you've spent years working in construction, the wear and tear on your body can add up. And what many people don't realize is that those conditions may actually entitle you to compensation. At Catches Law, we've won more for construction workers than any other law firm in New England. We understand the work, we understand the injuries, and we know how to win. If your job is taking a toll on your body, it's time to find out your options. Visit catcheslaw.com for a free consultation today. There's no fee unless you win.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Scoreboard from around the league, brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Looking around the association tonight, a bunch of finals from earlier. It was the Pistons beating the Magic with 29 for Cade. Hawks blow out the Trailblazers, 135-101. It was the Grizzlies beating the Pacers handily by 19 points as well. Timberwolves outlast the Nuggets despite a 35-point, 13-rebound performance from Nikola Jokic. It was the Bulls getting past the Bucks, 120-97. The Cavaliers squeaked by the next, 106-102 with James Harden scoring 22 with that broken thumb. And the Knicks beating the Spurs, 114-89. In progress right now. Early, Clippers up 20-12 on the Pelicans in the first quarter. Thunder lead the Mavericks by 9 points that game in the third. In the NHL today, a couple of blowouts. Penguins beat the Golden Knights 5-0. Blackhawks beat the Mammoth 4-0. Sharks got by the Jets 2-1. Islanders squeaked by the Panthers 5-4. Blues over the Wild 3-1. In progress, Flames 1-0 on the Ducks in the second. And the U.S. women's national soccer team got by Argentina in the She Believes Cup 2-0. I'm Sean Silver with our halftime score of 62-50. We go back to Grandy and Max to call the second half. Coming up on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new.
Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Hey, it's Joe Murray, and here's another reason nobody around does it like Town Fair Tire. Reason number 3, lifetime road hazard guarantee. For as long as you own the tires, if a tire loses air or goes flat, Town Fair will fix it. I always drive with confidence thanks to Town Fair Tire. You get the best price, perks after the sale, and customer service that actually cares. There's no place I'd rather go because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Go to townfairtire.com to see more reasons why nobody does it like Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
That same Louisiana flavor y'all love about our chicken? Flawless. Yeah, we did that to crispy Alaskan flounder and butterfly shrimp too. Both for $5.99. And we didn't stop there. You can add lemon pepper or garlic parmesan rub to that shrimp. Now we only do seafood every so often, so you know what to expect.
Popeyes can't miss.
That's right. The seafood menu is back. At participating restaurants, prices may vary.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Celtics and the Sixers getting ready for the second half here at TD Garden with the Celtics who trail by 10, now leading by 12. We promised you on social media all day long you're going to want to be here at halftime, or this date in Celtics history on the 25th anniversary Grandia Max season, brought to you by Blue Sky Restoration. If you have a property disaster, visit BLUsky.com. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
It's time for this date in Celtics history, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
Larry Bird's not walking through that door, fans. Kevin McHale's not walking through that door, and Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. And if you expect them to walk through the door, they're going to be gray and old. And as soon as they realize that those three guys are not coming through that door, the better this town will be for all of us.
26 years ago tonight, the epic Rick Pitino rant in this building about the negativity in this town and that Larry Bird isn't walking through that door. It's become like the Jim Mora playoffs thing. It's part of the lexicon, not walking through that door. And here's the amazing thing about the 4 years here, you lived through them. I was doing the Timberwolves on TV at the time, 1,000 miles away from the chaos here with Rick Pitino. Of all the things Rick Pitino said, the mistakes he made, whatever, he wasn't wrong that night. He was trying to defend his team. A lot of things he said were true. And what I always ponder when I think about that rant is imagine if it had been in the Twitter social media age and he had done that.
Question marks, yes.
It was an amazing time. We'll dive more into that. You know, Max was here. You know, he lived through it as a broadcaster. Jaylen Brown catch and shoot three, and that begins the third quarter with the shot clock winding down. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 15 now, 65-50. Now the shooting has come around. Maxey will diagonal pass, Oubre down low, force it over Keita up and in. They get the two right back, 65-52. This was such a promising start for Philadelphia tonight. They were the aggressors. They led by 10. They were crashing the glass. Bono was really good, and then he never came back in the game. Derek White from Hauser, his three is good.
There is the jump shot we talked about. This time, maybe just catch and jump. Catch and deliver. He has not been doing that much this year.
What did we say when the Celtics started 6 of 23 and Philadelphia was only up by 8? They had to be up by more. Now it's a 16-point Boston lead. Drummond from the corner, 3 rims out, would have been his third of the night. Jaylen Brown has the rebound. Jaylen headed for another national TV triple-double. He runs into traffic, lost the ball, has it back, whips a bounce pass to the corner. Shireman steps around Maxey. Drummond takes the paint away, so the kick back out to Jaylen. Three comes up short, and the rebound deflects right to Edgecombe, who nearly is chased down by Derek White. But Edgecombe keeps the dribble alive barely. Gets it back from Drummond. 68-52 is the Boston lead early third quarter. Oubre slowed down by Hauser. Moves in the corner to Drummond. Hand back to Oubre. Did he step out of bounds? He did. Unforced error. Fifth turnover for Philadelphia.
Celtics, nice job of getting over in the passing lane. Everybody playing hat on a hat, man on the man here in this last maybe 12 or 13 minutes.
NBC just showing you the number we talked about earlier. The Sixers have really struggled in the third quarter. Celtics, until the last couple of weeks, have been a bad third quarter team. Queta, monster first half. Hands to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen has the ball slapped away. Drummond has another steal. Lead for Maxey. Maxey in over Derek White, lays it in.
That was a smart play. Not even the challenge, because nothing good was going to happen out of it.
Live ball turnover.
And go.
Live ball turnover against Maxey. Forget it. Queta standing on the three-point line, waiting for Jaylen to come get it. Shovels it to him. Boston by 14. Jaylen enters to Queta, steps into the paint, kick out to the corner. Hauser, wide open three. No. Rebound. Belongs to Oubre. Hauser's had some clean looks tonight. He's just 2 for 6. Headed to Milwaukee tomorrow. He has really struggled against the Bucks this year. Edgecombe steps to his left. His three is good, and the foul on Derek White, who can't believe it. And he is blaming himself that he hit Edgecombe from behind.
Well, it was such an odd one. Watch what Edgecombe does here. Watch why he jumps backwards. Watch this. It pushes his butt backwards into him.
It was a late time. Drummond set a screen. White stepped through it and just made enough contact to get the foul. Potential 4-point play here for Edgecombe. He hits the free throw and very quickly 6 points for Philadelphia. Cuts the Boston lead back to 10. 68-58.
Kicked his legs up then like the legendary guy. World be free.
Derek White moved behind a Jaylen Brown screen. Throws back out to Hauser. Now Queta standing on the three-point line. Creeps in a little bit and then moves to Hauser. Left side three. Nope. Rebound Drummond. Boy, Sam Hauser's had clean looks tonight. Oubre on the wing against Hauser. House pass back for Maxey. Maxey coming downhill. Hauser reaches in, commits the foul, and Sixers have turned the momentum around. Live ball turnover by Jaylen Brown. A couple of missed threes by Sam Hauser. And the bad foul committed by Derek White. And all of a sudden, Philadelphia in business here in the third quarter. Everybody around the Celtics has won tonight. Detroit, New York, and Cleveland. The Celtics have really difficult back-to-back. I know Milwaukee's struggling, but the Celtics will play tomorrow night is their 5th game in 7 nights all over the country. Phoenix, Denver, 2 games in Boston, and tomorrow the early quick turnaround back-to-back in Milwaukee. Maxey gets the free throws and 8 points in a blink of an eye for Philadelphia. Cuts the Boston lead in half. 68-60. 3 minutes gone to the third quarter right now if you're syncing up. Derek White on the left wing. Jaylen Brown set a lot of screens tonight. Derek White moves it towards Jaylen. Picked off. Clean turnover by Derek White. Edgecombe goes the distance. Misses a layup. Offensive rebound. Barlow missed the putback. Tough rebound defensively for Hauser. And there comes Jaylen. Offensive end. He gets bumped. Almost off his spot. They got to call something here. And they finally called a late foul. It was either called travel, and Barlow wants to go after the officials, and Edgecombe trying to grab him to slow him down from going after Nick Booker. Nick Booker, who doesn't get a lot of attention as an official, is he's got that great quality about an official where he has the ability to have stuff roll right off his back, and he doesn't lose his temper. Yeah. It's like, all right, get it off your chest. I'm not going to call it technical. Shireman, catch and shoot, straightaway three, short, long rebound, Celtics get another one. Queta gets another offensive rebound. His 8th of the night, and Shireman's three also comes up short. Celtics are shooting horribly, really, from three. They're 35%, which isn't a terrible number, but so many wide open ones they've missed. Maxey drives, switches to the right hand, misses another layup. Maxey 5 of 20 tonight. Celtics by 8. Shireman pushes it ahead to Queta. Queta sees an opening, attacks the paint, blows by Drummond, flushes hard with the right hand. On the Boston bench is going Queta crazy right now.
Queta has been unreal.
18 and 13 for Queta in 21 minutes. Edgecombe pulls up on Jaylen Brown. Elbow jumper comes up short. He tried to draw another foul, couldn't get it. Queta gets his 14th rebound. Here's Derek White, offensive end. Keeping it away from the ball, hawking of Oubre. Turns the corner, gets to 12 feet, throws out to Shireman. Shireman, runner off the wrong foot with his bad hand, and that's the shot he knocks down. Timeout, Nick Nurse.
Remember I said it before a long time ago. I said Shireman reminds me a lot of John Havlicek. Everybody was like, oh, yeah. Not that he is John Havlicek, but a lot of his tendencies of the way he plays the game. He makes winning plays.
7:37 to go, third quarter. Boston 72, Philadelphia 60 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, and tossed pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y, nicely done.
Too many veterans in Massachusetts are living without the dental care they deserve, jeopardizing their oral health and overall health. Hi, I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and that's why I've joined the Delta Dental of Massachusetts for Veterans Assist. This season, with every assist on the court, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Together, we're opening doors to critical oral health care for veterans experiencing housing challenges. They've served us, now it's our turn to serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
Hi, I'm David Morales, General Manager of WellPoint in Massachusetts. We're proud to continue our partnership with 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Hometown Heroes program, honoring the everyday heroes who work tirelessly to make our community stronger and healthier. From first responders to community leaders, these individuals deserve our recognition and gratitude. Now we want to hear from you. Head to 985thesportshub.com/heroes and nominate a hometown hero today.
Roofing? Mario's. Siding? Mario's. Windows? Mario's. Skylights? Just call Mario's.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston, owner of Mario's Quality Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Skylights. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate, 781-344-2420. Visit us at mariosroofing.com. Mario's Roofing, we won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 12. That's pretty much where we've been since midway through the second quarter. Celtics fell behind by 10 early. A dominant run late first, early second quarter. They're up 12 here, 72-60 on the Mias Keita night. At the Garden, 18 points, 14 rebounds, a couple of blocks in 21 minutes. He's a plus 14. In a game, the Celtics lead by 12. Sixers have been okay with the starting lineup on the floor, but without the depth, without Joel Embiid and Paul George in that starting lineup, you had to move a couple of guys up there so that when they've gone to the bench, that's where they've really struggled. And they're going to have to do it again at some point here late in the third quarter.
And really, you think about it, this could give them benefits down the line. And what I mean by that, the fact that guys who weren't getting an opportunity to play get a chance to play, and when it comes back to it, they all get an opportunity to come back in, and they know about the game. That's the real cool stuff.
NBC running some of the conference finals we were talking about in this Boston-Philly rivalry, the 3 years in a row, 80, 81, 82. Happened again in 85. Of course, the more modern playoff series between the two, the 2002 series, in which the Celtics won and knocked off the Sixers, who were the defending Eastern Conference champions in 2001. We just got a little, hopefully we're getting a little love from our guys Mike and Reggie right now. Andre Drummond catches in the paint, gets fouled. He will go to the free throw line. Hopefully it'll give them more time to talk about us. The playoff series in 2018, when everyone forgets, the Celtics won that series fairly easily in 5 games to move on. That was they beat the Crown Prince, Ben Simmons, and they advanced to face the King, LeBron, in the conference finals. But the Sixers were great that year. That was when the process finally came together, and the Sixers were far and away the better team in the second half of that year in 2018. The 2012 series, which the Sixers got there because of the injury to Derrick Rose, and they upset the Bulls in the 8-1 series, and that series was later immortalized in the Adam Sandler movie, Uncut Gems. And the Sixers had a rookie who played a few minutes in that series in 2012. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Nikola Vucevic. Wow. Drummond gets 1 of 2 free throws, 72-61. That's how long Vuce has been around. He played in that series against Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. Vucevic enters the Hauser, coming back door, blocked from behind. Edgecombe somehow comes up with it, but Derek White grabs the loose ball, throws out the Shireman for three. Even when it goes right for the Sixers tonight, it goes wrong.
With two of this bounce, buddy.
74-61. They're calling that a 2 for now. They enter it into Maxey. Maxey lays it up and in, so we're at 74-63. Shireman was on the line for that shot. They'll check it. It's Secaucus. Vucevic for Derek White. Over to Hauser. He's definitely behind the line, but the three rims out. Rebound back tap by Shireman. Edgecombe jumps into the lane and grabs it for any Celtic can. 74-63. Boston by 11. 6.5 to go in the third.
Edgecombe is so quick.
Oubre, right-hand dribble. Leans it on Derek White. 12-footer. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Sam Hauser. And Oubre has really struggled tonight. 2 of 8. Maxey 6 of 21. Pass from Derek White is going to be another turnover. Barlow jumps in front of Vucevic. Goes the distance. 2-hand slam. Boston lead is down to 9. And Derek White having an uncharacteristic night. 4 turnovers here in 2.5 quarters. 74-65. Bounce pass from Jaylen Brown to a trail 3 for Vucevic.
That insulates a guy like Brown. When Brown is driving and guys that go towards the hole, now you have a guy who can knock down the shot.
77-65. Boston by 12. Pass to the is deflected away from Maxey. Celtics have the steal. Derek White lead for Jaylen Brown down the right side. Good job by Edgecombe to stay with him. Jaylen just so much bigger than Edgecombe. Backs him to the mid block. Oubre comes to the double team. Kick out Derek White. 3. Rims in.
There's Derek White. That jump shot we talked about seems like he's coming back.
Celtics got off to a horrible start shooting. Now they're up to 38% from 3, and their lead is 15. 80-65. 5:17 to go in the third. Don Barlow down the right side. Bumps Hauser, lost the ball, has it back, runs it off the window and in. Scoring the foul. Barlow has really competed tonight.
Sharman is just selling out defensively. I'm just watching him. He's making sure that anytime you got Tyrese Maxey with the basketball or running away from the basketball, he's right there all the time.
Shireman comes out, slams his hand on the chair. He's missed some open looks in this game. 1 of 6 from 3. I mean, Sam Hauser and Baylor Shireman are 3 of 14 from 3, and the vast majority of those shots have been clean looks. Missed free throw by Barlow, missed it short, and Hugo Gonzalez has the rebound. We're at 80-67. Boston by 13. Now the ball. 5:06 to go in the third.
There's another stat. Tall statue. Peyton Pritchard has not scored tonight.
He has not. He's only played 50. He's only taken 1 shot. Vucevic takes another 3. It bounces off the front iron. No good. And a rebound for Barlow. Celtics just 11 of 30 from 3 after dismantling the Nets the other night. Maxey spins away from Jaylen Brown. Finds Edgecombe for 3. And it's back to 10. This is going to be a tough team. You add Embiid and Paul George to this team. That's going to be I believe they'll pass Toronto. They'll probably be a 5 seed.
And Tatum for this team.
Jaylen Brown down the left side. Pass Barlow, gets in deep, muscles it up. Reverse no good. Want a foul, didn't get it. Long lead pass. Maxey beats everybody down the floor and lays it in. Timeout Joe Mazzulla, and the Sixers just not going to go away tonight. They've run off 7 straight, and they're back within 8. 4:26 to go. Third quarter at the Garden. Boston 80, Philadelphia 72. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Grab your grocery list. It's time to save at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get Value Pack 80% lean fresh ground beef and Value Pack fresh signature select chicken tenders for only $3.49 a pound. Limit 2 when you use the digital coupon. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's fresh ground beef and chicken tenders on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting, helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities, introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Celtics by 8, 80-72 with 4:26 to go in the third quarter. Celtics trying to fight through this front end of the back-to-back and take their chances tomorrow, obviously. Sellout crowd packed in here tonight. Attendance is always brought to you by Ticketmaster. Feel the thrill of live Celtics basketball at TD Garden all season with seats from Ticketmaster. Make it a swish. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. We'll see the hottest team in the NBA since the first of the year. In the next home game Wednesday night, that would be Charles Lee and his Charlotte Hornets. Friday night, Cooper Flagg, if he's back, will make his debut against the Celtics in Boston. National game on ESPN. And, of course, the big question. Now rumors are starting to fly if Jason Tatum doesn't play in these games next week and wants to make his debut at home. Next home game after that is against Washington on March 14th, 3/14, which is the St. Louis area code. So now talk shows have something else to talk about. Jalen stop and start, drives and scores, scooping it up and in with the right hand.
Too easy. Stutter step, little jab step, and then just drove up with a little finger roll.
25 and 7 for Jaylen Brown tonight. 20 points on 11 shots. 82-72. Boston by 10. Sixers 8 of 17 from 3. Celtics just 11 of 30. Pump fake by Edgecombe on Ugo Gonzalez. Enters to Bona. Bona bounce pass back out to Edgecombe. Pretty good look. Left side 3. Short. Contested late by Gonzalez. Defensive numbers have been great with Ugo on the floor this year. Peyton Pritchard. Step back 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Bona comes up with it. Peyton Pritchard still has not scored in 17 minutes. Stepping to his left, open 3. Maxey misses another one. It's not been his night. Rebound for Vucevic. Maxey now 7 of 23. Pritchard 0 for 2. He's only taken 2 shots in 17 minutes. Pritchard challenged by Edgecombe. Push pass for Jordan Walsh on the right side. Return to Pritchard. In the logo at center court. Jalen comes to get it on the wing. Left-hand dribble, blows by Barlow. Kick to the corner. Jordan Walsh, 3. That might have been partially blocked. It's an air ball. Comes down to Barlow. Floats it ahead. Grimes misses the dunk. Meanwhile, they're calling a block here on Ugo Gonzalez. Just across half court, slowing down the break. We're going to go look at the replay. Ugo is looking back to the bench. He doesn't want to be too aggressive. Oh, my goodness. It looked like he was in the spot. Barlow landed. Now, was Ugo in that spot? Had Barlow already taken off? And if so, that's why the Celtics aren't going to challenge. The Celtics are over the limit, which is why Barlow's getting free throws here. Remember, the other night, Jordan Walsh insisted that Joe Mazzulla challenge. He did. They lost it, and Jordan Walsh didn't play again the rest of the night.
Well, it's been pretty good. Big body, athletic. I like some of the things he's able to do.
With what the Celtics roster looked like in the bigs at the start of the year, Barlow was a serious candidate. Played with the Celtics in Summer League. Trendon Watford returns here. Barlow trying to make it an 8-point game with 3 minutes to go in the third. Vucevic trying to box out Bona. Free throw is good anyway. 82-74. Sixers have outscored the Celtics by 4 in the quarter, cutting it to 8. Pritchard. Bounce pass. In the pocket. Jaylen Brown spinning. Kick to the corner. Vucevic wants the three. Nope. Long rebound. Ugo chased it down. Celtics piling up the offensive rebounds. That's 12 now. Jaylen, strong slap drive left side, goes off the window and in. Bona tried to time it and block it, but Jaylen jumped perfectly in between. Jaylen's up to 22. 84-74. Boston by 10. Barlow drives, spins, flips it with the left hand, no good, but they're calling a foul here underneath. And Barlow going back to the free throw line. It's on Jordan Walsh.
Bowen just missed blocking Brown's shot just a minute ago. He missed the first of two, but a couple of guys didn't impress by Bona. He's really active.
Now, Bona, because the foul was called before the shot, Bona touched the rim, would have been a violation, but the foul took place before that. Barlow gets the free throws. A much more efficient offensive third quarter for Philadelphia. He gets 1 of 2, so we're at 84-75. Boston by 9, 2:19 to go in the third. Pritchard, right-hand dribble. Now puts it in the left, moving to his left. Barlow in front of him. Jaylen comes up with him. He's only got 5 on the shot clock. Pulls his way in on Grimes. Step back, 12 feet. Tough one, good. My goodness, he's hit those tough shots all year. Jaylen up to 24 and 8 of 13 shooting. He is 8 of 13. Maxey is 7 of 23. Boston by 11. Final 2 minutes, third quarter. Maxey deep on the right side. Now Jaylen guarding Maxey here. Jaylen's also up to 30 minutes now. Maxey turns the corner behind the screen. Abona floats it up and in with the right hand.
And this is his shot. Jumping off the wrong foot from about 10 feet away. A little floater.
23 for Maxey, but you'll live with that. It's taken him 24 shots to get there. 86-77. Boston by 9. Got to get Pritchard involved here. And away from the ball, Barlow trips up Vucevic, and that's the foul the Sixers had to give here with 89 seconds to go in the third. Celtics try to even the season series with Philadelphia. Teams in the first 3 games, every one of them went down to the final possession. 2 one-point games and 1 two-point game very early in the year. If you want to, well, I don't remember those, Grady. It's because they were 3 of the first 12 games of the year. Celtics and Sixers haven't played since Veterans Day, another game that was on NBC. Pritchard still has not scored. Goes left side to Vucevic. Vucevic challenged by Bona. Handoff. Jaylen Brown turns the corner off the screen for Vucevic. Attack, scoops it up. Blocked by Bona. Rebound off Vucevic. It looked like out of bounds. And that's a compromise call. It looked like Vucevic got fouled. They don't call that. But the Celtics will get it with 0.6 to shoot.
Wow. Bona up high to get that shot. What are they looking for?
Sam Cassell barking in a play here. Jaylen Brown forces it in. Vucevic catches, puts it off the glass. He gets the rim, so when Jaylen Brown grabs the rebound, Celtics get a new 14, leading by 9 here late in the third. Boy, Celtics just piling up offensive rebounds. That's at least 13. Pritchard, left side, deep 3, way short. He's still scoreless. Long rebound, eventually gobbled up by Maxey. Maxey floats it ahead of the right side in the corner. Grimes, 3, got it.
Well, how quick, at that point, how quick? No timeout here. Shot clock is just wrong.
Great job by the Sixers here to hang around. The Celtics pushed the lead to 16 early in the third. Now it's down to 6. 86-80 are all 4 Celtics-Sixer games going to go down to the final possession.
They don't get no scoring here from Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard has not scored in 19 minutes. Bounce pass. Vucevic straight away. Too early to launch a 3 in the shot clock, so he moves to the Jaylen Brown. Now we're down to 6 on the shot clock. Jaylen against Bona. Jaylen dribbling between his legs. Here's the step back 3. Short. Long rebound. Jaylen's got another one. Offensive rebounds left and right and left. Ugo. Kick out. Pritchard. This time he's going to drive. Throw it back out to Jordan Walsh. His right side 3 is online, and it falls in.
That's the second one. He shot just like that. It almost spit out the rim and just hung in there for 1 more second.
Jordan Walsh having himself a night with those rims. Shot clock is off. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Boston by 9. Bona sets a high screen for Maxey. Vucevic calls for Gonzalez to help push pass in the corner. Watford returns to Maxey. Deep 3 left side. And he hits it. Tough shot. 6-point game. 2.2 to go in the quarter. What's going to happen when these teams go to the bench? Jaylen Brown Lobs it deep into the front court. And he was being held. Jordan Walsh is being held, and the ball goes out of bounds. Now the Sixers will get it in the front court with 2.2 to go. That's why you don't throw that pass.
He's being held there. You clearly see that.
This could be huge. Cada going to come back in for defense to get Vucevic here. As the Celtics turn it over, I'm not sure. There have been very few games this year, but the Celtics have lost the turnover margin by 5. 11 Boston turnovers, 6 for Philadelphia, and this is a big one here, giving the Sixers the final shot of the third quarter that they have really controlled over the last 7 or 8 minutes. 2.2 on the clock. Maxey will trigger the under on a bounce. Pritchard guarding it. Maxey lobs it all the way out near half court. It gets to Drummond. Drummond going to launch from half court. Wide left, and that's how the third quarter ends. That was wild, but the Sixers do what they need to do to keep this thing close. Sixers led by 2 at the end of 1. Celtics led by 12 at halftime, and they're up by 6 now as we make the turn for home. End of 3. And the high spotlight center stage game tonight on NBC. Boston 89, Philadelphia 83. Fourth quarter next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, it's Brian Davis, Executive Vice President for Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. I'm just so proud of our impressive growth in the New England market and would like to thank all of our clients for trusting Blue Sky to get you back on your feet after a property disaster. At Blue Sky, we're unique compared to any other restoration company because we take care of everything from beginning to end and coordinate all the work for all parties involved. So when disaster strikes, don't panic. Just visit goblusky.com and our team will be ready. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go. We knew there was going to be some drama. Celtics led by 16 early in the third quarter. It's down to 10 now, 89-83. But here's where the Sixers will go. Not having Joel Embiid or Paul George tonight. Now they're going to have to play some minutes without Tyrese Maxey, and this is where they will come at the start of the fourth quarter. This is where they struggled in the first half when the Celtics turned this game around. Philly led by 10 early. And the Celtics had a double-digit lead by the middle of the second quarter. Celtics trying to get to 40-20. 40-20 for 60 games before they hit into that really tough travel back-to-back tomorrow night in Milwaukee. How about this trade NBC made, by the way? NBC originally had the game tomorrow night in Milwaukee on Peacock, and who knows who's going to play for the Celtics, right? In that back-to-back 5 games in 7 nights. They traded that one off to NBA TV, put that one on League Pass, and bumped the local TV guys out to nationally televise this one tonight. Wise move.
Sometimes you choose wisely. This was one of those situations.
And I don't know what the official tally is on cutaways to Jason Tatum versus cutaways to Taylor Swift on Sunday night NBC games, but it's probably close at this point. 89-83, Philadelphia with the ball down 6 to begin the fourth quarter. Trendon Watford pulls his way in on Derek White. Will shovel past Bona over Vucevic. Misses off the window. Rebound punch to the air. And who comes up with it? Shireman does. Must be a loose ball. Derek White. Left side of the floor. Guarded by Watford. Uses the Vucevic screen to turn the corner. Get to the top of the circle. And then return it to Pritchard. Who still has not scored. That's crazy. Pritchard driving on Edgecombe. Doubled in the paint, throws back out to Derek White. Deep three, swish.
When you're not shooting the ball well and you're able to find other people, that's a good thing.
Derek White is 5 of 8 from 3. The rest of the Celtics are 8 of 29. 92-83. Boston by 9. Nearly a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Watford enters in deep. Bona handoff. Maxey jumps into a wide open 3. That's a layup for him. He knocks it down. He gets it right back.
This little double pick then being set. Sharman got called up then for the first time.
It's crazy. Celtics have taken 14 more threes. They've taken 4 more shots total. But the Sixers have been great from distance. 11 of 23. They're middle of the pack three-point shooting team, but they're towards the bottom in three-point attempts. 6-point game. Pritchard to a wide open Vucevic. His 3 way off wide left. Here comes Maxey. Sharman trying to slow him down. Much easier said than done. Maxey brings it back out near half court, uses the Watford screen to get Hauser on the switch, jumps around him, floats it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound through the hands of Bona. And Derek White leads the Celtics into the front court, finds the trailer. Hauser, extra pass into the corner. Pritchard drives baseline, shovels to the far corner for a Baylor Shireman 3, bounces short. Offensive rebound, tapped in one motion by Vucevic.
Good job. I thought it was Hauser coming on the backside.
Vucevic got it. 8 points, 8 rebounds for Vucevic. Celtics centers tonight, 26 points, 22 rebounds. Edgecombe goes behind the screen into an open 3 and knocks it down. Boy, they are moving smoothly, and they are just cutting this deficit possession after possession. 94-89. Boston lead down to 5 with 9:48 to go.
Coming off those bigs wide open, you have to step out and really want to attack there.
Remember opening night here. 40 for Maxey, 34 for Edgecombe in his NBA debut. Tonight they've come out for 49 with 9.5 to go. Derek White steps to his left. Another 3 on line, but a little bit short. And the rebound for Quentin Grimes. Philly with the ball, trying to make it a one-possession game. Grimes drives, spins on Hauser, met at the rim. They're calling the foul on Derek White as Grimes just spun into him, floated it up, and Derek White looked like he got the body before the ball, so they're calling the foul. If it is on Derek White, it's going to be his 4th.
Well, what they're also saying here is it's a pass instead of a shot.
Which is a reason not to challenge it, even if you thought it was worthy of challenge. But now you got 4 fouls on Derek White.
I guess up with Peyton Pritchard here pretty soon.
Grimes left alone, so he takes a 3, way off wide right. Vucevic grabs the rebound, his 9th. Keita and Vucevic have 23 rebounds between them tonight with 9:10 to go. Derek White, left side of the floor. Vucevic calls for it instead. It's Shireman, swings it around the horn. Hauser in the corner, drives, floats, scores.
Every day he's showing me something else a little different on the offensive end. One time he was a standstill jump shooter. Now able to put the ball on the floor with a little floater.
It's crazy. Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Shireman, and Pritchard really struggling from 3 tonight, but Hauser goes inside to get the 2. Boston by 7. 8:45 to go. Watford can't turn the corner. Tries to bull his way in on Pritchard. Help from Vucevic. They enter to Bona. Bona drops it. Juggles it. He has it under the basket. Tries to muscle it up. And it is rebounded by Vucevic, who deflects it towards Derek White. Bona resisted no man's land there. Derek White, right-hand dribble drive. Shovel back to an open Vucevic for 3.
That time stepped right into the shot. That was a natural-looking shot this time.
How comfortable has Vuce looked this weekend? 99-89. Boston has it back to 10 with 8:16 to go. Down the left side, Maxey jump step in the paint, scoops it with the right hand, no good. Vuce deflects the rebound out to Peyton Pritchard. Celtics running 4-on-2. Pritchard for Shireman. Can't turn on Watford, so he bounce passes to Derek White at the free throw line against Grimes. Celtics will reset. Full 5-on-5, but it won't matter because Maxey pulls down Vucevic in the paint and picks up the foul to stop the clock.
Well, and Maxey understood he was dead then. Vuce had him on the inside. It's like pulling a big tree down. How do you pull it down? You need to try to chop it down from the lower part, the base. And I just can't believe the Celtics might win this game and no Pritchard scoring yet.
With 8 minutes left.
Brown in the bullpen.
Derek White loses the ball out of bounds. That's his 5th turnover. He's being challenged by Drummond. Derek White fell to the floor. The ball went out of bounds. And apparently last touch by Derek White.
Celtics want to challenge. They don't want to challenge Joe. Is mad because he said this is such an obvious call.
This is something they're going to have to fix. The out-of-bounds call should be done immediately by Secaucus and not cost coaches replay and challenges, but it will here. 7:54 to go. Boston 99, Philadelphia 89 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Think Verizon is expensive? Think again. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. So bring us your bill. Walk in, run in, pogo stick in, teleport if you can. Ride on the back of a rollerblading yak or fly in on the wings of a majestic falcon. Any way you can, bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. Based on Root Metrics' best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. Must provide very recent postpaid consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. John Sewer Drain Cleaning with locations in Woburn and Norwood and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Sewer Drain Cleaning, on call since 1976. Visit johnsewer.com.
We get the job done. The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
And Joe Mazzulla wins another challenge. Again, not happy that he had the challenge on the out-of-bounds call, but the Celtics will get the ball here. Leading by 10, 99-89 with 7:54 to go.
Well, and it's what drives coaches crazy. You said Joe knew it was so obvious. They was like, how'd you miss that? Now I have to use that. You're going to still have your timeout. You're still going to have your next challenge, but you lose the timeout.
Stay tuned for Amica Postgame Live. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. We will be back with you in less than 21 hours, about 900 miles from here, in Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, where the Bucks had been rolling, by the way. Milwaukee got blasted by the Celtics here on February 1st. They went 8-3 in their next 11 games to climb back to the periphery of the play-in race. But they gave up a 29-0 run to Chicago late in that game today. And now with Atlanta's win tonight, Milwaukee will begin the game tomorrow, 2.5 games behind Charlotte and 3 games behind Atlanta for the final 2 play-in spots in the Eastern Conference. Inbound Derek White to Vucevic. Shot clock is at 4. Quick release by Hauser for 3, no good, and all that for nothing. Sixers get the ball anyway.
Well, that's the best look you could get there.
Philly with the ball down 10, 7:41 to go. Edgecombe in the left corner. Kick back out, deflected by guess who? Shireman out of bounds. Sixers will keep it. 13 to shoot.
Basketball IQ is off the chart with that young man.
And they bring Jaylen Brown back. And what does that say about tomorrow night? Quick entry off the side of the bounce. They go to drum it up top, have Edgecombe cut to the basket, and they find him for the easy 2. 99-91. Edgecombe 36 in his NBA debut here in October, 22 tonight. Maxi's got 29, but just taking 28 shots to get there. Meanwhile, Pritchard, career high 25 minutes without a point. Here he comes at the elbow and then throws back out. Derek White off balance 3. Air ball, rebound out of bounds off Grimes. And now Grimes is saying that went off Hauser. And the Sixers are talking about whether or not to challenge. And Jaylen Brown returns now with 7:11 to go. So if he plays the rest of the game, he will play 38 minutes tonight on the front end of the back-to-back.
Eddie, tell us. 4.9 on the shot clock.
4.9. Inbound Vucevic catches, bobbles it, slapped away. Derek White comes up with it. Little fall away from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Vucevic punches it. Shireman catches. Pritchard swings to Jaylen Brown. Return to Pritchard, who wants Payton to score. Pritchard challenged by Grimes. Shot clock down to 6. Pritchard has it knocked away, has it back. This is going nowhere. Pritchard, step back 3. Nope, short. And the rebound for Oubre. Philly with the ball down 8. This is crazy. Peyton Pritchard 0 for 4. No points in 26 minutes. Oubre catches left side 3, short. Late challenge by Derek White. Vucevic, his 11th rebound. Keita and Vucevic have combined for 25 rebounds. Jaylen Brown spins, stumbles down the right side. They have to call a foul here on Oubre. Second team foul here with 6:33 to go.
Little stop dribble then, and then coming back to your right, and the change of pace is starting to be deadly for Brown. Man, he's talking about getting by you. At one time he would be in the same place. Now he's being aggressive, taking steps towards the basket.
Inbound Jaylen Brown to Vucevic. Bounce pass to Pritchard. Pritchard return to Jaylen. Right side 3. Got it.
Wide open look in.
Peyton Pritchard, 5 assists, just 1 turnover in his scoreless game. Celtics by 11. Jaylen 27.7 rebounds, 7 assists. Step back Maxey at 12. Swish. That dude, when he gets heated up, it is big trouble. 31 for Maxey on 11 of 29 shooting. 102-93. Boston by 9 midway through the 4th. Exactly right now if you're syncing up. Jaylen Brown bobbles the handoff from Derek White. He's got it back. Jaylen, 2 dribbles to the left hand. Kick to Pritchard, left side, up fakes a 3. Passes into the corner for a Baylor Shireman. 3 at short. Scramble for the rebound. Drummond's got it. Celtics were dominating the glass, and I mean dominating over the last quarter and a half. They're plus 19 for the game. Again, getting away with the bad shooting. Maxey feeling contact. Runs up a 3. It is no good. They're calling the foul on Shireman, who points to the ground to say the foul is on the floor, and he's right.
It's a hard play to get over that pick and then corral Maxey. When he comes over, he is so quick.
I'm not sure about that call, by the way. Sixers are, I don't know if they're challenging whether there should be a shooting foul or not, but they are calling a timeout here with 5:38 to go. Boston 102, Philly 93. All 3 games between these 2 teams have gone down to the last possession. Are we headed there again on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network?
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit clintonsavings.com, 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact, Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact, I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 9, back and forth we've been going. Both teams had a chance early. It looked like it was going to be the Sixers' night. They went up by 10 at the start of this game, and the Celtics completely turned it around when the Sixers went to their bench. Celtics dominating on the glass. Keita had an unbelievable run. Late first, early second quarter. Had a double-double by the middle of the second. He's gone quiet. Celtics have had a strange night shooting. Derek White's made 5 threes. Vucevic has been good, double-double off the bench, but the Celtics overall have not shot it well. but they've rebounded great. They got the lead up to 16, and Maxey, after a very slow start, started doing his thing, and he and Edgecombe have combined for 53 points. And here we are again with the game still up for grabs. Boston by 9 with 5:38 to go.
Well, playing on the defensive end is always critical. But when you got like Maxey over there and the other guy that I would fear just as much, Edgecombe, he has just been a killer.
Meanwhile, Peyton Pritchard, averaging 17.3 points per game this year, has played 27 minutes and has not scored. Philly ball out of the timeout. Maxey out there with Edgecombe, Drummond, Oubre, and Grimes. Edgecombe pull up 3 on Jaylen Brown, way off, and the rebound deflected. That went out of bounds. Oubre couldn't get to it.
Oh, I thought Brown might have got a piece of that one. I mean, it could have been easy, but Edgecombe is complaining about something.
Edgecombe 8 of 17, Maxey 11 of 29. Sixers at this point, first half, they did not survive when they went to the bench, but they certainly did late in the third quarter. Jaylen Brown against Edgecombe, gets the Queta screen, moving to his right, hard screen by Queta, knocked Edgecombe down.
Wow.
And they blow the whistle here.
You know, what it was a push in by Kelly Oubre, and he's saying something right now. Said, now what they're saying, they're going to look at this with Kelly Oubre with the pick. Then he just shoved him in the back. Yeah.
Oubre, because Queta set a hard screen on Edgecombe, and Oubre was almost playing like hockey goon. Hey, you hit one of my top scorers, so I have to hit you. And he hit Queta in the back, and that by definition was, this is going to be a flagrant one because that was unnecessary.
Exactly. I mean, and when I saw it, I'm like, wow, how'd he get blitzed out of there? He got blitzed out of there because Kelly Oubre just came with a running forearm in the back.
Ducked the shoulder, and Kelly Oubre once tangled with Kelly Olynyk in a playoff game. Hits Queta in the back. He ran up to him and stuck that left shoulder right in the small of Queta's back. You know, I am expecting this to be upgraded to a flagrant on Oubre. It comes with 5:12 to go, and Boston leading by 9.
It was, I think it was the right foul for him to kind of retaliate, saying you're not going to do my guy like that. But I didn't know if that was a high pick then that was set by Oubre.
As you would say, how about somebody call out the pick? Would be another option.
Well,
so your guy doesn't get blasted.
Sometimes when you get a rookie who's out there thinking he's all playing defense and he doesn't hear the word pick and he runs into Wes Unseld, and all of a sudden thinks that, did they let trucks here in the building? Because, I mean, when I got hit, I got hit. I hit him, and I just went straight down.
The call on the floor is upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1.
Hey, lucky guess. It is upgraded to a flagrant 1.
The windup and impact into the back creates the flagrant foul. We'll shoot 2 free throws for Queta. It'll be Boston's ball on the sideline with 24 on the shot clock.
Now, has Tobias Queta in his life ever shot free throws with nobody on the line? With the entire country watching.
I'm going to probably step on the limb and say no. Probably an odd place to be. But you think about shooting free throws. Do it in practice a lot. But not with 16, 17,000 people and millions watching on TV. Because he's had a tremendous game.
Millions and millions of Queta fans around the world, particularly in Portugal. And the first free throw is good.
Screaming MVP.
I would say of the 19,000 people here, maybe 7 or 8 of them are chanting MVP, but you can hear them. Second free throw rims out. It's 1 of 2. Celtics will get it leading by 10, 103-93 with 5:12 to go.
Well, again, Queta's done an excellent job.
You could make a case for him being the MVP. He was the MVP of the first half of this game, that's for sure. He and Vucevic have combined for 25 rebounds. Celtics are plus 20 on the glass against Philly. Pritchard still scoreless. Down the right side, fumbles it off his own leg, but it hit Grimes and goes out of bounds. A Sixer bench, again, feels they got the call wrong. I think Natalie Sago is going to overrule. She is, and it's going to be Philadelphia ball.
Hey, Pritchard having one of those games that you think, like, this can't be me.
It is crazy. Your body wants to do one thing, and it's just not working. Peyton Pritchard scoreless, 2 turnovers, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. He's taken 4 shots in 27 minutes and missed them all. He's not scored. Boston by 10. Plenty of time left here. Oubre, right-hand dribble. Paint taken away. Kick out Drummond. Drummond bounce pass backdoor. Grimes catches it. Awkward position, so he throws back out to Edgecombe. Grimes relocates in the corner. Catches. Nasty step back on Derek White, and he hits a long two.
Wow. Great-looking shot, though. Boy, that Grimes can get up and elevate.
103-95. 4.5 to go. Derek White gets a screen from Jaylen Brown. Jaylen set a lot of screens tonight. Derek White lobs it for Jaylen, who's going to be called for an offensive foul, pushing off on Edgecombe. It just has the feel of a game that is going to come down to the end.
Edgecombe just baited him in. It was not much of a push. It's like he just threw his body down. And young rookies normally don't get that call.
How many times have we seen this year? The Celtics with 14 turnovers and their opponent with only 6. Maxey switches to the left hand, blows by Keita and lays it in. Kid is spectacular. It's a 2-possession game, 103-97. Boston by 6, 4:07 to go.
When you come up on a big against him, it is tough.
Celtics have dominated the glass. Neither team has shot particularly well, but Sixers have been better from 3. Derek White creeping in the left side on Edgecombe. Bounce past Jaylen Brown, challenged by Oubre. Shot clock at 4. Jaylen Brown has to make a play. Step back at 19. Bounces out. Rebound Drummond.
Good job by Drummond. This time, never let Keita move at all.
Double-double for the ageless Drummond. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Maxey steps to his right, trying to make it a 3-point game, but he misses the open 3. Rebound, Edgecombe slaps it off Hauser, out of bounds, goes flying over the NBC booth into the front row. And in the process, he knocked it off Hauser, giving Philadelphia possession.
Amazing. He will not get credit. Well, he's going to get plenty of credit for that because that was one of the most amazing saves I've seen. Is Joe challenging here?
I think he's challenging, and I think the reason why, off the top of my head, is that Edgecombe might have stepped out of bounds. I think Edgecombe's left foot may have gone out of bounds. Believe me, Sunday night at NBC, they look at all of these plays on the sideline, right? All the football plays we've seen. We're not seeing the first replay. We're going to keep it here as this is going on. But I believe that Edgecombe, in making this spectacular Derek Jeter diving into the stands to make the play, I think he may have had his toe out of bounds.
Yeah, it probably.
Left the left foot. Yeah. There's a left foot on the sideline out of bounds.
Toe?
Yeah.
Boy, and then the woman who's sitting in the front row, she got hit in the head. And when Edgecombe flew over, watch his back foot. His back foot, when he goes over, he goes completely over. She thinks she's safe, and boom. He hits her right in the head at the end. She's going to be famous for, more than being in the front row.
She's actually has a little cut, the fan, to the side of her right eye.
Yeah. Oh, she's busted wide open.
I mean, I don't know if she's busted wide open.
Mass. Look at this. Boom. She thought she was good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Bam.
No, I'm not. Got kicked in the face as Edgecombe went flying. Edgecombe jumped over the front row and landed like a mosh pit in the second row, making a brilliant save off Hauser, but it looked, again from the naked eye, and we're a million miles away, that he may have had his toe out of bounds launching himself there.
She is going to be famous with her friends, her kids. When she goes to work the next day, people are going to go, oh, my God, Susan, look at you. You were right there. You almost didn't get whack. Hit in the eye.
Well, Edgecombe, that was like a super fly Jimmy Snuka dive into the second row.
Edgecombe comes back.
Edgecombe comes over and gives her a hug. That's awesome.
Gotta love the NBA.
You're going to see some great, if you're syncing up with us and you have the NBC telecast, you're going to see some great replays when they come back from break.
Yeah, her mom and everybody else, and there's some team people from the arena here are coming over. And
meanwhile, they're taking a long look at this.
What a great hustle goal play. It probably is going to go for naught, but man, what a hustle play that was. And it's almost like I'm almost wishing it does go, because look, that was Superman. That was Superman as he went across. Over there, there Reggie and your guy. The guys are over there.
Closest they were. Tirico was the closest one to getting it, and well, he was safe in his studio in Milan for a couple of weeks. He was in no danger of getting hit with a ski or a luge or a bobsled. And then he comes back here, and B.J. Edgecombe comes within about a foot of clipping them.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs. Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister, Dee Snider from Long Island. They're really taking a long look here. Right? There's Nick Booker just still looking at it to determine whether or not Edgecombe stepped out of bounds or not. And it's a big call, obviously, in a 6-point game with 3:33 to go. Full marks here for Philadelphia.
I know she got hit, but okay. Man. She's going to be famous going back to work.
I wouldn't be shocked if they don't overrule this. If there's not enough video evidence, is it conclusive? I think the very tip of his left sneaker might have been out of bounds, but I'm not sure the video evidence is going to be conclusive to overrule it. That's why it's taking so long. This is exactly what the Celtics needed with a long trip to Milwaukee tonight and an early game tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it'd really be almost over.
We're already at 2 hours and 15 minutes for this game. And we still have 3:33 to go in regulation. Crazy long delay here.
I got to love their hustle, bro. That's one of the
outstanding play.
That's one of the best hustle plays I've seen.
It's a signature play.
In a while.
Here we go. Let's find out.
After review, Edgecombe is legally able to save the ball and throw it off of Hauser's leg. This is an unsuccessful challenge.
Sixers ball.
Philadelphia's ball. They will not get this timeout back as this is the second timeout in the second challenge.
So Philadelphia will get it. It's almost, you almost want to see a play like that rewarded.
Yeah. But it did look like his foot was, well, they must have.
Yeah, you know what? I just saw a different replay that it looked like Edgecombe did not go out of bounds. So Philly with the ball, down 6, 3:28 to go. Maxey spins away, free throw line, floater, bounces out, rebound, pinballed around, and Maxey going to chase it down to the corner. One rebound the Celtics couldn't get. Maxey following three, blocked by Keita into the hands of Drummond. Shot clock at 8. They kick out and reset with Edgecombe against Jaylen Brown. 4 on the shot clock. Drummond sets the high screen. Edgecombe to the left side of the floor, following 3. Air ball, rebound Derek White.
By Keita at the very end.
Good job by Keita. Jaylen Brown bounce pass in the corner. Hauser contested, so Jaylen Brown enters to Keita against a smaller Edgecombe. Spins, Drummond reaches in, knocks the ball away. Keita comes up with it, forces it up and in. Scored and the foul, and the Mia's Keita night might have just had its signature moment.
What is this? His thing? Hercules! Hercules! Oh. Man, he just went to the strength then and going right through defenders and just tosses that ball up, and who's in the middle of it? Edgecombe, after making a great play, comes back now.
The Celtics are 3 minutes away from being 40-20. And one of the reasons that was impossible at the start of the year was because Neemias Queta was their starting center, and look at how far he has come to game 60 of the year. He misses the free throw, so the Celtics lead is 8. Driving right side and getting fouled at the rim was Edgecombe by Queta. Fourth foul on Queta.
That dude is fearless, man. He is fearless.
And here the Sixers are on the verge here. Let's see, did they get this? They did not get this within 5 points yet. And it would be yet another clutch game. The Sixers lead the league in clutch games, clutch minutes played. Maxey is the NBA's leader in clutch scoring. It is technically not yet a clutch game, and they have to get it within 5 here in these final 5 minutes. It's an 8-point margin right now with Edgecombe shooting free throws. Remember, he missed 2 late in the game on opening night. I say remember like any of you guys have to remember that. I'm the crazy person who remembers things like that. Edgecombe shooting into the Celtic fans who don't need thunder sticks. They're just waving their arms. Edgecombe gets 1 of 2. 105-98. Boston by 7. And the ball. Clock rolling. 2:40 to go. Sunday night basketball. Get another gem. Jaylen Brown for Queta. Stumbles in the paint. Was he tripped and fouled? He was tripped and fouled. Sixers now over the limit. So this is free throws for Queta with 2:36 to go. It's on Drummond. Queta now will get 10 free throw attempts tonight.
If you had something on that one, and you're better than I am. My daughter has something right now like Celtics and OKC meeting in the finals.
Queta gets the first free throw.
This is the long shot of long shots.
This will match a career high for Keita with the 10 free throw attempts. And by the way, one of the teams the Celtics haven't seen yet are two of the hottest teams in the league, Charlotte in the East, and of course the defending champs Thunder, that we have not seen. Celtics have that brutal road trip next week. Cleveland, San Antonio, OKC. They lead by 9 now, 107-98, 23 and 14 for Keita. Down the left side, Edgecombe, mid-block jumper, bounces out. Late contest by Jaylen Brown. Derek White has the rebound, knocked away by Edgecombe, out of bounds. Boston ball. Sixers may challenge. Hauser trying to get it in quickly. Sixers looking back, they're challenging. Good job by Natalie Sago to not hand the ball to Sam Hauser. Sixers are going to challenge for possession here with 2:24 to go, down by 9.
It looked like he just knocked the ball away from Derek.
A lot of those, from the naked eye, it looks like it clearly went out of bounds off one team. Now what happens is when you slow it down, the ball is hit and then deflects off the fingertips of the guy holding it.
Man, this time this game just won't go away. It is truly Groundhog's Day. Derek has the ball in his hands. Edgecombe comes up. And now, that's all him.
Oh, it's definitely, yeah, they're going to lose this challenge.
Yeah,
it's definitely off Edgecombe.
Had the ball and just went right off his hand. Hayman made a great play on Derek White to knock it away.
Meanwhile, somewhere Doc Rivers is going, good challenge. Keep challenging. As it is now 10:32 Eastern time. I told, what's the number I wrote down before? I told Max what time I think we're going to take off tonight, and I had shortly before 1 a.m., which looks about right now. A 2-hour flight or so to Milwaukee, where Max is going to get to go not once but twice more. Celtics will play 3 road games in Milwaukee
I've
this
been
year.
there enough in my life. I've been there over 100 days. For a person who doesn't live there, I've been over 100 days in Milwaukee.
There was a time 10 years ago where I thought, man, Boston and Milwaukee are going to meet in the play. Tatum and Giannis, they're going to meet in the playoffs every year. And they just had the series in.
Last touch Edgecombe's thumb
Yep.
prior to going out of bounds.
They get it right. You marked it good, Mr. Official. Celtics will get the ball here, leading by 9 with 2:24 to go, and Nick Nurse will lose his challenge in the timeout. But Celtics and Bucks met in 2018, 2019, then just once more after that 2022 series, the famous Jason Tatum Game 6 and the Grant Williams Game 7.
Time.
That was it.
Time just slowing down. Like, this is the longest 3 minutes I think I've seen. And here's the thing. If Pritchard doesn't come back in this game, Pritchard will go scoreless.
In 27 minutes and 20 seconds. Jaylen Brown turns the corner inside the free throw line. Kick out Hauser, touches it out to Derek White. Steps to his right. Clean look at a 3. Wide right. Offensive rebound. Baylor Shireman. New 14. Derek White wants it back. Has it left side. Gets a screen from Keita. Can't turn the corner on Drummond. He's trapped in the corner, but he throws it out to Jaylen Brown, who gets to his spot on the wing. Misses the 3. Rebound punched in the air by Shireman. Who does it come to? Right to Neemias Queta, who slams it home and may have slammed the door on the Sixers tonight. 25 and 15 for Queta tonight with the world watching. 109-98. Boston by 11. Edgecombe in the paint, falls back on Shireman, misses. Rebound Jaylen Brown. And the Celtics closing in on it now. 134, 133, 132 to go with Boston up by 11. What a night in a series of them. Jaylen Brown floats it to the corner. Shireman has it, attacks the paint. Hand to Queta, flips it up. No good. He gets his own rebound. Reverses it up and in. 2 more points, 2 more rebounds on the Neemias Queta night here at TD Garden. And the Celtics will get on the plane late tonight, but they're going to get on the plane with 40 wins and 20 losses. Miss of a 3 by Maxey, and the Celtics have another rebound there, plus 20 on the glass tonight. 111-98, we have entered the final minute. Jaylen Brown lines up Maxey. Draws a double team, kick to the corner. Baylor Shireman with a good night 3.
Man, this team deserves it. This team deserves it, buddy.
The Celtics score the final 9, and this is going to be a rout. Celtics by 16 with 42 seconds to go. Edgecombe missed a 3. Rebound Sam Hauser. A late night, but a fun night here at TD Garden in a season full of ones we had no right to expect. Jaylen Brown will dribble out the shot clock violation here. Everybody on their feet at TD Garden. NBC chose wisely when they picked this one up.
24-second violation.
There's the shot clock violation. Celtics will even the season series with the Sixers. They say to be a championship contender, you got to get to 40 wins before 20 losses. The Celtics missed that by a single game. On a night, Neemias Queta went berserk. Jaylen Brown had another MVP night. And the Celtics pull away late. And they win their 40th game of the year. The final score, Boston 114, Philadelphia 98. We'll talk to the man of the hour, Neemias Queta, when we return on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
If you're in the market for Michelin tires, get to Town Fair Tire and get them at the guaranteed lowest price. With Michelin's innovative technologies designed for durability and performance, you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires over all the toughest of road conditions. Plus, at Town Fair, you get free services for life. So if you're looking for the best deal on Michelin tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Nice.
Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and
New 14, Derek White wants it back. Has it left side, gets a screen from Queta. Can't turn the corner on Drummond. He's trapped in the corner, but he throws it out to Jaylen Brown, who gets to his spot on the wing, misses the 3. Rebound punched in the air by Shireman. Who does it come to? Right to Neemias Queta, who slams it home and may have slammed the door on the Sixers tonight. 25 and 15 for Queta tonight with the world watching. And since NBC decided not to grab him for the post-game interview, we did. Celtics end up pulling away from the Sixers. They win at 114-98. And the man of the hour joining us now, Neemias Queta, 27 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks in this huge national game. Dude, you were at the free throw line, and there were people chanting MVP down from the rafters. Pretty crazy night.
Yeah, man. Pretty surreal coming from where I'm from Portugal, small little town in Barreiro. So just trying to take everything in and just have fun with the game, and I'm glad we got the win.
You guys played tremendous defense, and say a little bit more about Shireman, because he just sold out all night, trying to stick with Hedgecomb and trying to stick with Maxey.
Yeah, Baylor is huge for us. His ability to knock down shots, being a tough player, go out there and guard the best defenders on every team, and doing it night over night. That's huge for us, and we need him to keep doing that. And like he did tonight, he was huge for us, and without him, we don't get this win.
Tell me what this has been like with you and Vooch. It seems like you two fit. You complement each other perfectly.
Yeah, man. Different styles of play, but I feel like we complement each other's game pretty well. There's moments when we can play both at the same time, but when I'm off, he goes crazy. When he's off, I can go crazy too. So that's the main thing. We're just trying to go out here and just help the team win. And there's not many guys that can come out here and just after having 17,000 points in their career, 10,000 rebounds over that, and still be contributing at a high level this late in his career. So it's huge for us.
We saw something that really is rare. You made Jaylen Brown smile.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, you're up and under and through, and you hung in the air and kicked it off the glass. Exciting moment for you.
Yeah, man. Just trying to keep running. Transition, open floor. We got numbers, so that's what I want to do. Just go out there and get a couple layups like that. Make their life easier.
Wait a minute. Well, Holmes, them ain't layups. That's splitting the defenders and jumping in the air. Yeah. That was a special play.
Nah, man. I'll try to implement that in my game now.
How much of what you have done this year did you believe in the middle of October you were going to be able to do?
Oh yeah, man! From the beginning, I had a couple sit downs with Joe, a couple of the coaches, and they instilled a lot of confidence in me for the year, and a lot of hard coaching too. So I embrace it. I'm just trying to get better, and I'm only at the tip of the iceberg.
All right, my friend. We got a long night ahead. We'll see you on the plane.
Most definitely.
All right, Neemias Queta joining us after one of the games of his life tonight on NBC Sunday Night Basketball with the basketball world watching. 27 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks as the Celtics win their 40th game of the year. They beat the Sixers 114-98. We will wrap it up next, and I will take a bow. Stay tuned for that next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com. Brex is proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex helps over 30,000 companies spend smarter and move faster. Learn more at Brex.com.
Grab your grocery list. It's time to save at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday. Get Value Pack 80% lean fresh ground beef and Value Pack fresh signature select chicken tenders for only $3.49 a pound. Limit 2 when you use the digital coupon. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's fresh ground beef and chicken tenders on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Contested, so Jaylen Brown enters to Queta against a smaller Edgecombe. Spins, Drummond reaches in, knocks the ball away. Queta comes up with it, forces it up and in. Scored and the foul. And Neemias Queta night might have just had its signature moment.
What is this? His thing? Hercules!
Throwing a plus 20 on this night for Neemias Queta, which he got to the free throw line, a career high 10 times, matched his career high with 10 offensive rebounds as the Celtics beat the Sixers 114-98. Let's do the business first. 27 more assists, with each one $25 from Delta Dental to the Tough School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Visit 98.5 the Sports Hub /veterans. See how they're connecting every veteran in need of oral health care in Boston to a dental home at no cost. Another magical night at the Garden with NBC here and the big stage and the big spotlight. Another rivalry game, another emotional win with the crowd going crazy. I know it was a year, Max, in which a lot of people had a lot of difficulty at the start of the year projecting things and predicting things, but let me just say right here, let me take my bow, because when everybody asked me before the year how many games I thought the Celtics would win and you're kind of put on the spot and you're forced to pick a number, I said they would win 40 games, and they won 40 games. So
That's
I nailed it.
Great bow, Sean. Don't add on the rest of the 20 more that they got to go.
22 games left. This team has been so spectacular. I have never had to say I was wrong more in my entire life, and I've been married twice.
Well, it's one of these things, again, where you think you understand the NBA, and you don't. You look at this team, and they lose Tatum, and then you look at those first couple of games, you're going, ooh, this is ugly. And then all of a sudden, they start winning games and playing harder and start to have guys who believe. You can't say enough right now for Sharman. Sharman's been tremendous. This is a guy who at the beginning of the year said, Joe Mazzulla doesn't like me because he wouldn't speak to me. But Joe Mazzulla believes totally in what he's able to do.
One more step on that. Could you imagine we were talking about Baylor Shireman not shooting it well and still being one of the more valuable players on the floor?
Well,
it's crazy.
Well, you think about a game like this, and you win, 114 to 298, and you still think about Peyton Pritchard did not score at all
Even
tonight,
crazy.
and you still win this basketball
And by the
game.
way, he was a +7 in this game. They did not score in 27 minutes. I don't want to say we have to get out of here quick, but I just got an email from Bucks PR saying, welcome to Milwaukee.
Right.
We're about 5 hours away from landing in Milwaukee. Late night, obviously, here. We're going to get out of here quick. 33 for Tyrese Maxey in this game, but it took him 34 shots to get there, which is a big part of this. And the Celtics, a +22 on the glass. This team that could not get a rebound the first week of the year is now closing in on being a top 3 rebounding team in the NBA. But more to the point, they are 40-20. With 22 games left to play, which is just insanity. Now, they've had a lot of schedule losses this year. They've won a lot of games you couldn't think they could possibly win. Now, 5th game in 7 nights. 2nd night of a back-to-back, flying all across the country from Phoenix to Denver to Boston. Now back out to Milwaukee for the quick turnaround tomorrow night. But obviously, don't expect to have Giannis here. The Bucks are not. They had a terrible game today. They have been playing well before that, and these are house money games.
Yeah, house money, but I think the Celtics have proved one thing. You can't really count them out. I don't care who steps on the floor.
All right, 114-98 is the final. Celtics win it. We are on our way to Milwaukee. Early start, Bucks time anyway. 7 o'clock Eastern, 7:30 game between the Celtics and the Bucks. Celtics took a pretty bad beating when they were out there in mid-December. Another big-time night at the Garden. Celtics beat the Sixers 114-98. Max and I will talk to you tomorrow night from Milwaukee. In the meantime, plenty to talk about for Sean Silver.
Thank you, gentlemen. That game in some ways not fun. Maybe not a fun night for Peyton Pritchard. That game in other ways, an opportunity to rejoice for Neemias Queta as he puts a stamp on his 2025-26 season. Man, we talk about the Celtics schedule recently with the road trip and this quick turnaround going back to Milwaukee. They just keep winning. We'll see if they can keep it up tomorrow night. But tonight, they get the dub over the 76ers. We'll be back to talk about it some more. Coming up on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here. And the snack spread from Big Y? Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition. Platters that get major play. And tossed pizzas for the whole team. And that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
We all love the word free. So does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Results are at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipe lining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-646-5454. That's 800-646-5454.